heads or tails? It is heads. I shall take first.
I'll allow you to take first.
Let me.
Fuck. It's gone.
We good, boys?
Can you hear us now? That looks a little bit better.
Okay. Table audio. I didn't even realize.
Hey, there we go.
I
Yep.
didn't realize we could have table audio.
No, did I? Apparently it defaulted back to the
You
microphone.
learn something new every day. God, see,
Sorry
guys,
for that, everybody.
It wouldn't be a stream
Without tech issues.
Without tech issues. It's literally why we run.
Right, well, I think the game's about to get underway, so we might have to...
Yes, quite right so. So
Skip
yeah,
over
that spiel that was like obviously epic, you know, I just, you know.
Jacko was just
really
throwing out all the
sexy,
heartfelt...
Really, yeah, just like... I actually gave out a spoiler for Opus 26. So, yeah, sorry guys, sorry you missed it.
so I guess we'll go straight over to the gameplay.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Hopefully
exactly.
this has worked. There we go, yeah.
Right, we'll give them the thumbs up. They are good to go. We give them the thumbs up. Yeah, absolute Giga matchup to start. We've got Paul McAvoy on Gigawall.
Classic Gigawall, which he's going straight into. And Mason on Water Lightning Monsters.
Yeah, a deck we've seen in increasing popularity in these parts of the world.
Yes, it seems to be very popular at the moment.
Yeah, and the observant of you guys will notice that no fish.
No,
as I very wittingly said to nobody earlier, fish is off the menu.
Yep,
Yeah,
I replaced you last week, and you've replaced fish this week. We're going to go in
the holy circle. Yeah. But he's already in the chat, as are some absolute stalwarts. Jonathan's in there. Xeno Fantasy, so I definitely recognise that name from before.
Who's Anthony Fish?
Yeah, I don't recognise that name, to be fair. New player.
Yeah.
It must be a new player. Sounds like a new player.
Going straight in, hitting Zeramus and Alphino. So I didn't see what the search was.
I imagine probably a copy of Warrior of Light for the
that would make the most sense.
Protection.
And Zeramus is freeze. Not going to matter.
Yeah.
Because none of them are going to get dulled.
I was going to say, is it a compulsory freeze?
I believe it is, but...
Is it opponents?
It's... to be fair, none of them are going to get dull anyway.
Well, do you say that? You say that? You never know? Actually, no. You do. It's Water Lightning. Not much dull in Water Lightning. So yeah, I can't see a 4-colour wall, so I imagine that is what we are going... what we grabbed off the Alphino.
But it is choose a character and freeze it.
A character, so worth noting, if Mason plays no characters and pass is
Zeramus swing. Free something I'm not attacking with.
I'm pretty sure the wall protection protects against opponents' abilities as well, right? So can't even protect.
Yes.
We're just chatting absolute bollocks now.
Going straight into the realm.
Mason, going for realm. Obviously wanting to set up his monsters. That Marlborough getting to switch off abilities, maybe hoping to try and
it gets round the protection, right? Because they all gain it, and then the Moth Slasher, which is probably the main monster of this deck,
it's that
gets to Witch Loop.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, really cool. I feel like this was something that actually saw popularity initially out in Japan, so it's really cool to see it. Oh wow, we're going in for Witch of the Fens.
So Witch of the Fens draw.
And a draw. Fernando, hello. Thanks for joining us. Let us know where you're tuning in from, guys. We've got 15 of you in the chat.
So what's in Paul's hand? I can see of the Warrior of Light that he got.
Double Warrior of Light, I think.
So you've got the S-Effect protection.
Yeah, double Warrior of Light. And have we got Gilgamesh?
I don't know. But the problem is the Malboro always gets around that.
So yeah, freezing the Witch of the Fens.
Damage is an Odin. Straight break on the Warrior of Light there. Swing with the Alphino.
What did we say?
Should you have
never punished?
Should you have preemptively S-effected there? Just
especially if you got double in hand.
Yeah.
It's a marquee was one of the cards. The problem is he probably wants to keep double in hand because whenever they exactly. The plan is to stack on the Witch.
Realm straight into Security Officer and passing. Which defense should be dull, but there we go.
Yeah, just dull now. So Looks good. Onion Knights. We've got double wall. I think I saw Marquee as one of the other cards as well.
Love that marquee.
Yeah, Mason just kicking himself. Yeah, Moth Slasher could have attacked last turn.
Yep.
Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, he's shaking it now. It's like,
I could have had you.
I knew I should have attacked.
It was going to be an EX. So.
Yeah. Well, how many EX does the Giga Wall run?
I think now it's probably about 5.
Yeah.
So I think like Ward's one of them, and then I think there's a couple of searchers.
Can't imagine you getting too much value off this Lena, but it's a backup. Backup's a backup.
And when you go in swinging, and you hit EXs,
we're going for a Cloud.
So Leo or Cloud, it would be here. Cloud.
Yeah.
So straight on the witch.
On the witch.
So
it's a 7k reduction. The Marlboro's an extra 3k, so looks like 2 things are going to be killed here. Probably the Alphano and the Zero.
Well, the Zeramus you kind of want to get rid of, right?
Definitely the Zeramus.
Do you leave the Moth Slasher up?
And the Cloud.
Oh, and the Cloud, okay.
Yep, fair enough. And the Moth Slasher comes in and he's just going to do it again.
There we go. And hi, James Duff. How's it going?
What I miss, James, you'll be surprised to hear that you missed more tech issues at the start of the stream.
What? No, you'll never see those on YouTube, so they're not real.
We were having some tech issues, but they have since been solved. And
so Mason going straight into the damage. Emperor. And
Uke.
So that Emperor's I'm seeing a lot of people talk about now.
Yeah, so this is obviously for the unit matchups. This one that
the
has
Opus 21. I think every time you tax,
action abilities.
And if it dies, you play another one.
Play another one. So yeah, really hard to deal with. And then Paul went straight in for the Giga Wall at the start of the game. Hit a Zeramus and a Alphano, and then ran into a 9-drop Odin, and Giga Wall was dead. And then, in the meantime, Mason had set up Realm, Witch Defends, and Moth Slasher as well as Marlboro, and just cleaned up his board.
Oh, there's another 4-colour wall going. So there's a lot of
Paul
pressure on Paul now.
We're doing a really good job updating the scoreboard as well. Sorry, guys. Absolutely fallen apart.
This game's gone very, very quickly.
Yeah, in our defence, this game has gone... Yes, you're right. So yeah, this game has gone muy rapido. As to be expected with a Giga Wall matchup,
they are very, very quick games.
High skill from Mason hitting that Odin.
Just got to stack the deck.
Yeah, it's just how
that's all you got to do.
Get good scrub. So Paul having a think here, so we know looks like we've got another Giga Wall on the horizon.
Is there a love in hand from
Mason?
No,
okay.
No, Seraphel.
Mason has got double 7. Has he got double triple? Is that triple Odin?
I think it might be. I know he drew at least one 7-drop Odin.
Yo,
so we're getting Onion Knight and 7-drop wall. Oh, you do. There is enough to play the wall. But yeah, that's a 7-drop Odin. A lightning, I think.
Yeah, that is the lightning that if your opponent has more forwards than you can.
Which it won't work at the moment because the Moth Slasher automatically becomes a forward in your turn. So I assume the wall's about to come in.
No,
okay, Gilgamesh. Okay.
Because we are at the right number.
It does.
We're gonna pitch everything. We're just gonna play the Odin.
7-drop Odin.
So get a 7-drop Odin.
Oh! The Opus 1 card.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm just gonna pay 7 for this Odin. Yeah, gotta run it back. Give them the thumbs up. They're gonna run it back. So yeah, Mason cleans that up with very handy Odins.
Not something you ever really see cast is a 7-drop.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I'm just gonna pay 7 for Odin and handshake inbound. That is ultimate like Giga Chad move, right? Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay full value for.
So I mean, sometimes you just have to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Was the 100% the right thing?
Yeah.
So,
and won the game.
Yeah, definitely.
So water lighting monsters proving there that it definitely can go into an aggro matchup.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Malbro is just such a strong card at the moment. and walking straight into an EX burst Odin.
Yeah.
Which I think there's 5 or 6 in the deck.
Well, I think Witch Defense in general as well. Like ever since it's come out, the card has been
constantly been in a deck. Yeah.
Meta defining. Like that. Like Moth Slasher is not a good card in the absence of Witch Defense.
But then a card that says kill 3 things.
Yeah.
Great. I've paid 5 CP to kill 3 things.
Yeah. Finger guns everywhere. I think the Yeah, it's the combination of the realm and the Witch Defends, right? Like that
I
realm
mean, Realm's just constantly
was a
getting...
hero. What, Opus 13?
She that old or she? I thought she was older than that.
Maybe even older than that. The fact they printed a Legend realm last set.
It's Opus 11.
Opus 11.
But
Right.
every monster they print makes her better.
The fact they printed a Legend realm
Can't
last
compete.
set that was nowhere near as good as this hero from Opus 11
Yeah.
is absolutely jokes.
So going straight in on Uke, which immediately hit Warrior of Light because it's the only wind target it can hit.
Yep. And looks like we've got a Sarah FFL lined up. Irvine.
I've seen people talk a lot about this. The Melazine into Graph LB.
Oh.
Just sack off your opponent's 4 that you got.
Yeah, that is absolute shenanigans.
So I don't know what Mason's got in hand. I can't. They all hold their cards slightly
so
too
he's got
high.
Chadley, which
There is
is
a Witch of the Fens.
I think if Mason had a Yu-Gi-Oh card that was like his card, it'd be Chadley.
Yeah. Nah, be the
Reeve.
Hippocampus. Right? He loves that card.
True. Maybe.
It's not in this deck and it upsets me.
Yeah, we got a show. I don't think he did, but
No, Reeve is a look.
Oh, the Reeves a look.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a wrong card. We have got the medicine, as you said, Waka, Abkalu, Witch
Witch
Defends,
Defends,
and
and,
Ixion,
yeah.
I think. So
Not a pretty good hand to keep hold of at the moment.
yeah,
Going into the
definitely.
Cloud,
So
which
Cloud, getting a Warrior of Light, so targeting the Warrior of Light that's discarded to get a Warrior of Light.
I don't actually know how that Cloud works.
So I believe you choose a card in your break zone, I think it is, and you get to search a card of the same name.
Okay.
He says.
I would like to check, but I don't remember which Cloud it is.
Go up.
So
Yeah,
one.
that's the one.
Choose
choose
one
one
category, 7 forward in your break zone.
Oh, wait,
Choose one
you-
forward without thing you control.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. I'm
It is a second game, but I would run over. Going straight in on the Realm there. So they're just working out what to do here with the state of playing and resolving something that they couldn't have done. But I imagine we're just going to put the Warrior of Light back into deck and search for it this way. So we've gone into Seraph of Hell instead to search the wall that was grabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking, I was like, I don't think that Cloud
No, I
adds
know,
it from break,
Yeah.
but I can't remember.
I did think that as well. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. But luckily you were on it and you got the Cloud up.
But Realm coming out and grabbing Malboro and Moth Slasher again.
Is that Deja Vu?
Nah, that's the first game.
Oh yeah, no Odin. no,
Yeah, we haven't
pay
walked
7
in-
for Odin.
Haven't walked into an Odin this time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of monsters Mason's got on field ready to go.
So I feel like now we see the Warrior of Light come. And we got a Witch in hand, which is locked and loaded.
Yep.
But yeah, I think Mason also got the Melacene. So yeah, really, maybe he's just knowing it's a friendly. He's like lining up some absolute.
Oh, that's a cool wall you've got.
Shenanigans.
Yoink.
I think I'll be having that.
So going into the wall here. Miss, hits.
Well,
Well, the Lana would be only at 3 elements.
which we're gonna grab though.
I
mean, yeah,
don't
you-
know what it does at only 3 elements.
I think it's just draw a card, right? Is it draw a card?
It's not Len, is it? It's
Lena.
Lena.
That's the one.
This one. So it will just be draw a card.
Yeah, which I believe he did because I think he's got a Morg in his hand now, which I don't
Yeah.
think he
Well,
had before.
Mason hasn't lost any forwards, so.
Yeah, I think he drew the Morg.
Oh, Irvine,
Ooh,
nice.
okay.
Yeah, you've got to get rid of the lightnings
Yeah,
and the
get rid
Odins
of it
here.
now.
Ideally, the lightnings on the first one, just because that's the.
Well, you need to get rid of 2 characters first.
Yeah.
Right,
So first point of damage.
Odin,
Ooh.
show me.
Ooh, ooh, it is. It's the same Odin as well. I guarantee it.
Never punished. Yeah, lol.
That is rough. That is rough. Melazine's gonna steal the.
Yeah, and then.
And then
gonna
is the
get rid of
graph
it.
coming
Here
in?
comes graph.
So,
Mason putting in the hard graph.
so graph, choose a forward you control, remove it from the game.
Yep.
Fine if it's
Oh.
my opponent's forward.
Yeah. Get it gone. Get it gone.
Oh, this is bullying. Got to get another punished up for that.
Oh, it's
Does
a
that
bit,
work?
It's
There
a bit
we
late.
go.
It's a bit late, but yeah. Give the people what they want.
Yeah, we were.
Give them what they want.
I was asked for it, so I will do it.
Ask, thou shalt receive. So, yeah.
I mean, what do you do here? Like, you need to play another Giga Wall and then have protection, but Mason's still got Witch in hand.
Yeah, like what you killing as
And-
well, right? Like,
The fact he's got to this board state and been taking things out without playing the Witch.
yeah. Where's the thing? You kind of need to keep your LB for when the witch comes.
Yes. So what are we going into here?
Just
Leo
going for
to draw.
Yeah.
The classic play.
That's probably going to get killed by the graph next time.
Whatever do you mean? Man, that
So,
graph's a
yeah.
9k as well. I didn't even realise.
We are only at 4 monsters as well, so yeah, no
they are
round
both
bounces yet.
Damage 1.
So yeah, I'm playing the Mog and draw.
Swing with the Irvine.
More stuff getting removed. Yeah, it has to be 2 characters because
You want the buff.
graph. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I've come.
Kalu.
Yeah.
I'm passing there.
Lovely, got a blue worm.
I mean, the Witch just comes
with
in
the
now,
Witch,
right, and cleans
yeah.
up the board because everything dies to.
Yeah, well, graph will attack and kill the Mog. Or the Leo. Either.
Either
Both-
or,
both
yeah, it doesn't
die.
matter. And then you swing with the Moth Slasher, and if they block, fine.
We've got double witch as well. We've got a witch in hand.
This is
I mean,
rough.
this is, yeah.
How many attackers has Mason got here? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's not game this.
choosing to do the Lena.
Malbro's just gonna get
Because
rid of the
Malbro
Leo
will-
and the.
Well, it won't get rid of the. It just get rid of the Leo.
No, because the Lena would have been reduced by 4 from the graph attack.
Yeah, but it's won't get rid of the Mog. Sorry.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not-
yeah.
yeah.
So
the
you're
Mog
going to get
survives.
rid of Leo, Irvine, and Lena here.
Yeah.
It's a good board wipe for one attack, isn't it? Do
Gee whiz.
you want to block with the Mog?
Yeah, yeah.
Damage is an Onion Knight.
Hackstar, Realm,
Another Mog.
Medicine.
And a Faris. Faris would have been quite nice
The
here.
Medicine's just a 0 cost action, isn't it, to animate?
Let's have a look.
So I'm trying to think if there's any restrictions on it.
Asking me to remember how to spell things.
Melu.
This
Yeah,
one.
and Scoops.
0 until end of turn.
Can it be when it's chosen?
Yeah, you can just do it once per
discard.
turn and it gets protection as well.
Yeah. Nice, and that's it. And we're over.
And that was
so
2
it's
games.
2 games over. There's still 30 minutes left on the round. So yeah, Speedy. You know what? Odin will do that to you.
Yep, I mean, what can you do? You're just like, right, I'm ready, I'm going to start. And it's, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
okay, we're done. Yeah, cool. Thanks for playing. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming along.
The experts.
I still
Why you
love-
run them.
I know, absolutely. Oh yeah, don't hate the player.
Except for you, because you're playing an ice deck.
Yeah,
Doesn't
they
really
don't exist. They literally don't exist. They're not allowed to be printed.
You get, what did we get? We got Mateus.
Yeah, but it's not. Oh, the one from
Yeah.
last. Yeah.
I can't think of what every icy experts.
Everlast?
Recently.
I mean,
You mean
that's
recently?
Opus 11. Oh, recently. Absolutely not. There was like, there's the Jill Nabat, which is like, yeah.
At some point, and I got 3 full arts because of it. I was
Yeah.
like, this card will be a thing
Oh yeah, don't
because
get
it
me wrong.
searches the water Yagrosh, which
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me was like, at some point it will be playable.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think
I'm
it is
just
playable,
waiting
right?
for
like,
it
is
to-
like it is. It is
I just
good.
can't come up with a nice water deck I'm happy with.
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough. I feel like you want to say it's monsters, but I just feel like water lightning monsters and mono water monsters are just better than it. So like, what are you? What
Yeah,
are
like
you really
I
hoping to
tried
achieve?
water.
It's just like, why are you paying 5 CP for this like ice forward that gets your stuff back when Moth Slasher's 2 CP and does it anyway? Like,
Yeah, I tried playing that main ad and
Yeah.
I loved her, but it's
Yeah,
just it's a little bit too expensive.
should we go back to commentator cam?
Yeah,
feel like
we
we just-
probably
we
should have. I
we
was
just-
just curious.
we
if
just-
they
'cause
were doing
we're
anything
just-
else.
we're
we're
just
just
shooting
chatting
the
rubbish
breeze.
at you.
Just shooting the breeze. So yeah, God, Ice Water FFB with Phasalis was fun, but that was
How long ago?
That's a number of sets ago. And having played that deck, the fun I realised at the start of the set when I made that deck, I was like, it was really fun to do Phasalis like free using the what's it called? The water. The FFB legend, the water 3CP 7K uses crystals. instead
Oh,
of,
Glaciella.
It's Glaciella. actually Glaciator was just better than Visalis in any way. So that's actually why you.
I always enjoy hearing people talk about these old decks because I wasn't playing back then. So to me, they are something fresh.
Yeah, yeah. What we need you to do is you need to play. I've got an Opus 1 to 10, All-Star draft.
Yeah.
So I built it, and I know that All-Star draft list has been updated every set. But the official one they posted is for Opus 1 to 10.
Yeah.
I deliberately didn't update it because I just think it's such a wholesome draft to play.
Yeah.
And I've got a few friends in Bristol who used to play the game that have since stopped playing, and it's great for them because there's no new mechanics in it really.
Yeah. I'd love to do that because I enjoy reading some of the old cards, being like, how was this playable? And they're like, that was like the best card back. And I'm like, it doesn't do anything.
It was insane.
I got paid for
we played
it.
down here, and Fish was next to me, and obviously Fish, as you will say in the chat, is a big Earth player for everyone knows it. And that Opus 5 wall, it was in my pack. I showed Fish. I'm like, I'm hate drafting this just so you can't have it. Just so you can't have it. I was playing like Ice Spire or something.
Yeah, I love reading some of the other cards. It's like, this card doles, and people were like, that was great.
Yeah,
and
that
I'm
was
like,
unreal.
This rubbish.
Dolls are forward. Dolls are forward. I was like, best card ever.
Well, I think I'll check us on Be Right Back, and we'll see if we can get an interview scheduled up as
I
well.
think that sounds like a banging plan.
So catch you all shortly.
Go nowhere. And just like that, just as the Firestorm trailer gets in, we're just going to cut in and said that like hype rock music is now introducing our boy Mason, master of Odins, pro gamer. Pretty fun game now.
Yeah, like it was just I didn't know what I was against, and then but like when you get like an opening hand of just like Realm, Witch of the Fens, and a backup.
Yeah.
There's not many things that can beat
there's not many lines of plays as well, right? Like,
and then like his like Giga Wall sort of whiffed on the first. Like it can do a lot more, but then it didn't. I was just like, I'm pretty confident from here on out, just because I know there's going to be like no interaction. It's going to be a bit of a one-sided.
And also that's the power of the Witch of the Fens, right? Because Paul had double Warrior of Light in hand at that point.
Yeah.
And in any other game, he just cracks one before he starts swinging to a EX burst. But because of the Witch of the Fens, he needs to win like a stack war.
Yeah, but he can never win a stack war because of Malaboro, because it wipes it.
Yeah, but isn't like what? That's what I mean. Is like when you try and do the Marlboro, or like you protect the first one, then if you try Marlboro, he protects.
No, Malaboro wipes his effect.
Yeah,
because,
after at the end.
because it says these forwards.
Is it if it's the last thing you do, right? But like if you've not got enough monsters, is what I'm saying.
If it's the first, it completely stops it.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, in that case,
because it's the way Wall's worded, where it says these forwards gain, and because Malaboro wipes it, they lose their effect.
Yeah.
So it can be first or last, like it doesn't really matter.
Oh, I see. I see. Because they gain that effect.
Yeah, and then obviously after it's resolved, that
you can't even use it. Yeah, that effect's gone.
So Malaboro just solos that matchup.
Like, all right.
It's just so free.
Yeah. No, apparently Odin solos that matchup.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, like this. It's just so nice. Just flip damage, EX, safe. I'm probably just especially.
I was already in the driving seat anyway because of my setup, and I was like, this is just crazy.
Especially when it's like it'll probably end up as like a bit of a race where you're just slamming each other. So the fact that I know I'll get EXs like Leviathan, the 6 Odins, or stuff like that, I just know.
Gonna bail you out.
Yeah.
Like even if it doesn't quite go to plan, you've got that contingency up there.
And
the pay 7 for Odin.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's because I just drew it. I just had 2 Odins in hand. And I was like, oh, this kind of sucks.
I thought you had 3 at one point because one of the foil cards looked like a 3rd Odin. I was like, has he got 3 7 Odins?
And like, so it was kind of funny how Odin was just the answer. Like, it's normally so bad to just play 7-cost Oda, but then if you played Gigawall, I had Leviathan.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
played, then if you did that, I just Oda.
Well, he's got no cards in hand,
Yeah,
right? So
there's just
it's like
zero.
that was his only way back in the game. Just
Yeah.
this wins me the game on the spot right
Yeah.
now. So like it is worth it. It's just funny to see, right? It's just
Yeah.
like, especially if you had multiple in hand. It's like,
I did just look
I'm
at it.
casting this.
That's why I just drew it, swung
Yeah.
fast. I was like, I can't. Not,
Yeah.
I got nothing.
And talk us through the graph as well, because that was such a nice little board wipe having that graph Marlborough like combination. Because obviously you cleared up the Leo, and obviously the Witch Defense killed one, and then the graph combination with the Marlborough killed the third. So like,
Yeah, so like Melusine, it's literally only in it for Melusine. Like there's no,
Yeah.
you would probably never play it on its own if you've seen
Yeah,
Melusine
yeah.
before. But it's a 3 CP9K reduced by 4. Removing their stuff, like obviously I would struggle against the Emperor. But
yeah.
Melusine, it's like, yeah, I'll take it, remove from play, you don't get
Yeah,
another
now
one.
I can do it. Yeah,
It's just like,
it's a nice answer.
it literally, it doesn't come up every game,
Yeah.
but against like, whenever people have like their text, like the
Yeah.
Emperor for example, you just sort of like, fine,
But
I'm
just,
still
like,
progressing my board.
That stat line of 3CP9K, it's like even more busted as well because like it's LB as well.
Yeah.
Like the number of LB cards that are overcosted because they're like LB.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's like a bonus card.
Yeah.
So the fact it's got like if that was a normal card, that's an unreal stat line.
Yeah.
So like another like the downside not being a downside.
Yeah, so like, yeah, it's just good when you play it, but you will literally never play it unless you see Melusine.
Yeah, but I guess the great thing is that I mean, and you do this a lot. I've lost to you many a times where you've done Melusine into Lady Lilith. Like,
Oh yeah.
now you don't need both pieces.
No.
You just need the one piece because
Yeah.
the other piece is in
That's what I
your
mean.
LB
It's just
deck.
consistent.
So nice.
And it costs you 5 CP.
Yeah, yeah.
And sometimes you could just play off Realm.
I was
Like
going to say,
mid-game.
and if you really want to, you can search off Realm and play it then and
Yeah,
just do that.
like
so,
there's somebody just like loops into itself
yeah.
that like just makes it so nice and
Just
consistent.
a neat little package.
Yeah, obviously it still lose against stuff like Warriors
Okay.
because they sort of just outgrind you, just have a bigger board than you can deal with
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah, yeah.
But in so far, most of my matches have been probably like 60-40 at worst.
Okay.
So it's
I mean,
just
that's still pretty good.
just a nice consistent matchup.
I do feel like it. Like there are enough like decks at the moment that I do feel like it's like 60-40 you take. 'Cause I think there's enough of a variety when you go to a tournament.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be seeing like it's not like the old some days where it's like 50% of the room is mono water or like
Yeah.
4-color wall. You know what I mean? I do think there is enough diversity
Yeah.
that actually you kind of want something that's going to match up. It's going to queue well, okay, at least okay, into most things.
Only reason I'm practicing, I'm not too like fussed about the deck. It's
Okay.
not like it's not what I would say like it's a deck that I would like build on my own.
Sure,
so like
sure.
I don't think it's a me deck personally.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm practicing it just because the thing that I do like is sitting down in a tournament and pretty much no matter the matchup you will have a game. It's not like I'm
Yeah.
gonna sit down and be like, okay, I lost, I'm getting
yeah,
back
yeah,
up.
it's like, oh, cool. I'm really glad I came.
It's just like as long as I get like enough rounds in the game in the deck and like learn enough and the matchups, I should just have a decent game
yeah.
no matter what.
and then you can just blame yourself, like rather
Yeah.
than be like, oh well, like luck wasn't on my side.
Yeah.
Be like, no, I just cocked up this week.
That happens, and it's a really consistent deck.
Yeah, yeah.
Plays off 3 backups. The backup search the forwards that give you gas.
Yeah.
It's one downside is obviously it doesn't have backups or search backups.
Is
sort
it
of
running
thing.
any of the Scion package, or is it
No,
all?
it's all
just
monsters.
monsters.
It's,
Nice.
yeah, the Scions is a different build that
Different
people
build.
are trying, but
Sure.
I don't know. I've been playing a lot of monsters recently with Hippo, and then obviously
Yeah.
before there's Mono
No
Waters.
Hippo in this
yeah,
deck?
Nah, sadly not.
Ah.
Sadly
There's
not.
still time to
Ah.
shoot, just ram
Yeah.
it in. Like, I can see you the night before the next big tournament. You play this deck loads, you feel really good about it, and then the night before the first material cut, be like, I'm going to put in 3 hippocampus, and then just like,
I'm not Connor.
just
not the fucking full deck change beforehand.
oh, nice. And on that shade, I think we'll call it there. But great game, Mason. Awesome one to have first on stream. We're going to go to Be Right Back. So, guys, don't go anywhere. You can enjoy our lovely Be Right Back screen and hopefully see the rest of the Firestorm ad that we just interrupted. So, don't go anywhere. See you shortly for round 2.
Welcome back to FFTCG with the Cymru Cactuars. Today, we'd like to show you a little bit behind the scenes of our local scene and stream, which we host every Thursday at the tremendous Firestorm Games in Cardiff, as we gear up for Opus 25, Tears of the Planet. After a brief stroll through the valleys and a quick train down to Cardiff, Firestorm Games is only a 5-minute walk from Ninian Park Station. Typically, our players start to arrive from about 4:30 for some casual games, trades, and to open some packs. There's not too many players here at the moment, but Fish and Jacko are already on hand to set up the stream and put some of the noobs through their paces. Today, it's all about testing new decks for the brand new competitive season, and we're excited to get back into the stream.
How does it feel to be back? Well, if I'm honest, I'm excited. It's going to be another fantastic week. Top players, probably the UK, going on here. I'm excited to see the new stuff.
So Tears of the Planet is here. We're getting out. Players are arriving slowly. We've got the stream being set up, ready to go. We're going to be running all of the new stuff. Opus 25. That's right. A quarter of the century of Opuses has arrived. Loads of fresh new decks. Ideas have been flying around. We can't wait to see what everyone is cooking tonight.
What new stuff? I would look forward to probably Vikings. Definitely that. Bit of cadets. Love me those, as we all know from old school. No one's crazy enough to play monks yet, but I'm a convinced someone.
I mean, decks we're hoping to see tonight. There are loads of new legends that have caught our eye. That new light Luna is definitely one that's been slipping under the radar. We've got Class 0 cadets as well. Loads who would be excited about that run. I know we've got a few hardcore cadets fans down here in Cardiff, so it'd be awesome to see what those guys are cooking up as well. And then, yeah, I've heard some rumblings of Archfiends and Warriors as well, so there's just such a wide range of decks I think people are cooking. Yeah, I think we're going to see a load of fresh new ideas. Hopefully no more days of mono water mirror matches.
Now, it's time to register for the event on the FFTCG website, and at 6:30 we begin our first of 5 rounds of FFTCG action. Tonight, we have 23 players joining the fray. First up on stream, it's Univikings getting absolutely destroyed by Jack's new Type 0 Cadets deck. It's great to see older fan favourite archetypes getting fantastic new support. For round 2, we have legends of the game Mason and Paul heading off with Ice Earth Chaos Arc and Mono Fire Warriors that Paul managed to bring to a decisive victory. For a bit of extra player and deck insight, we love to grant interviews to the winner on stream, just so long as there's time left on the round. For round 3, it's local stalwarts Connor and Dan facing off with Rydia Archfiends and Ice Lightning Soldiers, 2 brand new decks that are sure to set the Tears of the Planet meta ablaze. Looking around the room, there's a huge amount of variety in the decks on display, ranging from pet deck favourites to meta-defining classics. But it might surprise you just what can come out on top. For round 4, it's the People's Champion Jenny against Morgan in an intense standoff with Univikings and FF6, which Morgan just managed to take the lead with. And to bring us home in round 5, we have stream favourites Sammy and Jacob facing off with Warriors of Light and Fire Earth Warriors, which has Tyvus and Pals stealing the win. And after 5 rounds, we have our uncontested winner in Jack with his Cadets deck, taking his first ever locals win and the top prizes. With time now marching on late into the night, it's time for everyone to open their winnings, say goodbye, and get excited to do it all over again next week. So, if you're ever in the area and have your deck with you on a Thursday night, pop down and have a few games with some of the friendliest, skilled, and tenacious tabletop gamers in the United Kingdom. And, if you can't attend, make sure to tune into the stream. See you there.
Now, and this is the thing, you can now comfortably attack without Edgar, and now's the time I want to see Elvis. The one time you're like, show me Elvis. Show me EX Elvis.
And it will feel so good to just rain it off. Let's go.
Is it there? Come on.
It is!
Oh
Oh my god!
Call it, baby.
That is unfortunate.
See? And that's the thing. You love to see moments like that, only in the finals. Hey.
Hello, everybody.
Just like that, we are back with round 2 of Fight Night here, Opus 25, and Jack is going to talk us through the matchup. Jack, what can we expect to see with the game?
I think we're going to see some more aggro, because we're going to have knights against
The aggression.
what is, I know Ben refers to as 4-colour good stuff.
Yeah,
because
soup is
it's
what you
not
described to me.
a Warrior of Light deck or anything like that. It's just got 4 colours in, and it's full of good cards.
So, well, I think we should head over to Gameplay Live and see what's cracking. Yeah, Dan Harben we'll give him a thumbs up, is on Knights. This is a deck that we saw him do really well with.
Yeah, he was top 4 at Winter Cup, I believe. Lost
so,
to the winner, I believe.
Which is basically like coming second, isn't it? As good as. And then, yeah, Ben on 4-colour good stuff. So let's see what good stuff he's put in. Laswell the deck.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And speaking of, looks like we've got a Gwaine turn 1. So we'll give him a thumbs up. Thumbs up, we're good. So, yeah.
And yeah, thank you all for joining in. Hope you're all enjoying.
Yeah, looks like we've got people tuning from across the pond.
I don't know which direction that is in.
I'm assuming that means America.
So going straight in on the Gwaine here, probably going to be grabbing the Ramza and the Corilla, unless there's already one in hand.
Fun fact, I traded a full-out Gwaine to Dan. I like to think that was the very same one. Yeah, unsurprisingly going Corilla Ramza. Yeah, welcome guys. We're just looking at you guys play. We are playing in the big old Cardiff, in Wales, for those of you who are tuning in from all corners of the world. Fish is on stream duties, even when he's at home, filling everyone in the chat. So Fish, we salute you for your hard work and dedication to the stream.
And yeah, we get a good local scene here. We're constantly always, I mean, even today is on a lower end. I think we're still on about 15, 16.
Yes.
And I think we're averaging normally over at least 20.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're very fortunate, and I think a large part of that comes from having an absolutely fabulous store.
Yep.
And if you want to know what we're talking about, guys, while you're here on YouTube, in between breaks, you can check out, we did a little behind-the-scenes video at the start of this set, and you can get a good view of what it's like playing our local scene. So, yeah, fun little idea. We thought we'd mix it up a bit.
Yep, there's a YouTube video you can find, and we have it on, you might see it at one point on the Be Right Back screen.
So, yeah, so if you just don't go anywhere, you'll hopefully see it. In the meantime, Ben
classic opening Claris into King Tycoon.
Yeah,
which is probably going to get the Lena now or next turn.
I imagine we'll see on curve next turn.
It's just I think you've got that worry at the moment of there's going to be a lot of knights about to come in.
Yeah. I think we're about to see Ramza enter stage right.
I think there's a Laswell that's ready to go.
There's a Laswell in hand.
I don't know if there's ICP for it.
There is. He's got a deleter in hand.
So the Laswell comes in first, right?
Well, does it? Because you're only going to get one Del Freeze anyway, because he's only got one character.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So maybe you just hold fire and just see if you hit the Laswell on the Gorilla.
Potentially, yeah. So
Yeah.
poke first. Brynhilda to kill it.
Okay, yeah, good. But we're really glad we didn't play the Laswell now. Freeze.
So just Laswell Dull Freeze. Do you hold till next turn?
He's
Or do
thinking
you
about it.
go for it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
passing.
should get a discard.
Run over there. That is definitely a trigger that I forgot about. Jacko's on point today. So I'm not sure what Ben drew, but obviously it'll be something that's not one of those two cards that he drew. But I think they're sorting that out now. Yeah, good catch there. Completely forgot about that one.
Yeah, common mistake there. I think Dan thinking that the Laswell had to see the attack. It doesn't actually.
Yeah, it just needs to be on field
It just
at
states.
the end.
Yeah, it just states at the end if a knight attacks. So yeah, neither the knight that attacked needs to be on the field, nor does Laswell need to be on the field when it does attack.
And he's got so much text for
yeah,
that card.
yeah, really cool. I was always hoping that it would be a monthly promo. You know, I'm not a big fan of the legacy foiling.
Do
It's-
we
it's a
get
full art.
many FFBs that are promos, or have we ever had one?
That's a great question.
I think the Soiree one, I think, is the only one I can think of.
So yeah, we are going for an Amaterasu on the Cecil. Interesting. We've had to ditch the Ramza to do that though, which is very interesting.
Yeah, but that Cecil's got to go, right?
Oh
It
yeah.
can cause so much problems otherwise.
Are we going to go into Gorilla?
Just straight into Gorilla, yep.
Interesting that we're doing that now. Oh, I guess because you want to hit the Charlotte. Because now if you hit a...
So I have
Oh, nice.
I have liked people doing this a lot more recently, where you don't Ramza Gorilla, you just play the Gorilla, and then you play the Ramza later if you need it.
Yeah. Because now if you hit Brynhilda again, it has to target the Charlotte.
Make sure they discard this turn if it passes.
Yeah. It looks like we've done that.
Yeah,
and yeah,
straight
discard
into
the Cloud.
Dan's got quite the intimidating board now.
He does.
And Ben's not exactly got a lot of cards in hand to play with after that Cecil
He does
damage.
not.
So,
no
don't draw
draw.
off the
No
Lena.
draw.
So only use an EX, yep.
Then 2 cards left in hand. So we're thinking about going into LB.
What LB do you play though?
Well, yeah, this is going to get past the turn.
Problem is you're going to go down to 1 card in hand, and if Dan plays any knight as Dull
He's got a
Freezing a
Garland
backup,
as well. He's got a Garland which he can play.
Play main
because-
two, yeah.
Main 2 because the Beatrix. I feel like. Yeah, attack with the Charlotte first, obviously.
ping.
He's,
What do you want to add back? The Cecil?
Yeah.
Probably the best thing to add back that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cecil.
Guess Beatrix next. No, that's what next.
As well.
There's an effort. Beatrix next. It's a Lena that will draw.
Yep.
And then it's a Corella. Tyro. Okay. Never punished.
So Dan up to 6 damage, 1 away from lethal.
So yeah, and we hit the 3 EX bursts out of 6. So that's pretty good. Pretty good returns. What are we searching here? So
And we've got Fish wants us to make sure we get Dan for the interview for his sex appeal.
oh yeah, Dan was upset with this chair I put him in, but I said to him, I was like, Dan, you have to sit on this seat because you have to have your back to me because I get too distracted. If you sat in the other seat, I just can't help but stare at you.
So adding the 4-color wall, I assume just for discardable CP. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
I
every
imagine
element.
so. Yeah.
Or
Or you can be able to play it off the
Cecil
Cecil.
as well. Yeah.
So whether you're hoping to use those.
That, or I'm wondering if it's the only win CP that Ben has in hand. No, it wasn't. So he's discarding the Arc.
So okay, let's hope we pass turn.
Yep. No Gwaine, no Garland.
Which I
coming in
don't
from
hate
the
because
Ben.
you don't want to.
Just shuts down a backup.
It
But
shuts
then
down- it shuts down a
you
backup,
lose your whole hand
You
for it.
lose your whole hand for it, and it's like actually just in case you get board wiped or something like that.
Whereas now you can play a Ramza if you draw one next turn.
Yeah. You can't play a Ramza, but you could play a Corilla.
You'd have 5
You'd
in
have-
hand.
No, he's only got 2 cards in hand.
He's got 3. You wouldn't be able to play the Garland if
He's
he
got
had.
2 cards in hand. 1,
Okay.
2. Yeah, he's only got 2 cards in hand. So otherwise, yes, you are quite right. Otherwise, you would be able to play the Ramza, but
Sure.
yeah. Dan, as if heard us, showing us.
Maybe he can
2.
hear us.
Maybe he can hear us. Dan, if you can hear me,
Wave.
wave. Dan, if you can hear me, smile.
If he does it now, just glooms up into the
Yeah,
camera
yeah.
smiling.
If you can hear me, wink.
So going into the Cecil,
So yeah, we do see
Colour
Cecil
Wall.
Warrior of Light.
but it's only taking out the Charlotte, right?
It would have to target the Charlotte, correct?
So what LB can you play here to kind of stabilize this? And do you really want to tap down your Warrior of Light as well?
Yeah. Well, I have a funny feeling this Warrior of Light might get dull and frozen unless we do something.
Well,
else.
you have to.
Yeah, it might get dull and frozen because I feel like at the very least we will Beatrix reduce the cost of the Garland, and then we'll be able to have the CP to pay the tax on the Cecil. If that is the case, that may well be because the Beatrix will give a buff.
Yeah, I forgot like the Beatrix power, the Beatrix cost reduce as
But
well.
that's irrelevant
means-
because he's at damage 6. The Cruel attacks. Yeah, he has to play something else. So we're going for a mat.
So they all get 1k and brave this turn and can swing.
Right,
11k
Warrior of Light can attack.
Warrior of Light coming at you.
It's another Charlotte, and we get a pass.
So how many knights could you realistically play here?
Looks like another Cecil and an Ifrit.
Is that an Ifrit?
So we
So
can
you
play the
can-
Garland.
You can play the Garland for 2.
But then we have to pay, so that would cost a card from hand. And then we would have to pay 2 for the tax for Cecil. But it's fine because
You just don't pay it.
well, no, because you need to Dolphreeze the Warrior of Light because it's got first.
Oh, I thought you meant the Garland.
So
yeah,
you
yeah,
Beatrix reduce cost by 2.
Yep.
Discard Steiner to play Gawain.
Yep, Dolphreeze.
To play Garland. Dolphreeze Warrior of Light, pay the tax. Attack with Corilla, has to block with Cecil or Matt. Party attack Charlotte Laswell.
And then swing with
blocks
the other
other,
one, yeah,
And
yeah.
then finally swing with the Beatrix.
Or if you've got an ice card in hand, play a Surges. And the
but
Garland.
I don't think you can play both because you still have to pay the tax. Tax
Ah,
and
yeah.
cover.
Yeah, you are right. So I think, yeah,
just
it's
mapping it out
2
now.
for Garland. Well, if Garland adds you something...
Yeah. So here goes. Yeah. So Beatrix effect.
Well,
first.
Garland adds you something back as well, right? So you could Surges afterwards.
Would you still have enough CP to pay the tax though? I don't think you'd have enough CP to pay the tax.
You'd pitch Garland...
Because you're going to go down to 2 cards.
Two,
You go
up
up
to
to
three.
3. You have to pitch
2
oh no,
for
because
Surges, yeah.
Surge isn't in your hand. So you would technically have enough. This is like doesn't really matter what you grab, right?
The Dolphreeze is the bit that matters. And it's any knight he adds back, right?
Yeah. So you're going to go for a Ramsar. Laswell. But I guess actually no, because you can't party attack with the Laswell Charlotte because the Warrior of Light will kill the Charlotte.
No, because it would already be Dolphreeze from the Laswell trigger.
No, but as in on the stack of the Dolphins.
Oh,
that's
right,
what I
yes.
mean.
Yeah.
So we're not quite dead.
So are we targeting the Warrior of Light? We
Yeah.
are.
And we have to discard.
Just got to pay it. Yeah.
No, on the stack.
Are we not?
Have to kill the shot.
Ping-
I'm
okay.
going to say no, because it's 7k because of Beatrix, right?
Yes. You have to do it on the stack of the Garland entry. That is a good point from Jacko. You'd have to do it on the stack activation of the Beatrix. But there would be a window where the Beatrix auto goes on the stack, so I think you would just do it in response to that. I assume they're just saying they did it on the stack of this
I
effect.
just had to clarify that they'd ordered it right.
Yes, yeah.
Because like, I just need to make sure that they.
Because you could have had the Beatrix resolve first and then go through these and go,
Correct.
oh, I'm going to do it now,
Correct.
but they would have already...
I don't know why you would do that, but you need to.
You know the situation, how it's going to happen. So
Yeah,
it's-
yeah. But it's always good to check with these things.
Mhm.
Um,
So, I mean, you can force the Cecil to go, but it's at the cost of Laswell and Beatrix. Which I think is fine, because if you swing Beatrix here, you can then still... I know you wouldn't have you'd still be too... You wouldn't be able to pay the tax for the Cecil.
yeah, and you're not going to be able to.
But would it have been worth it to have the other Beatrix online to swing
Well,
with
we've gone
next turn?
straight in for whatever. So going to be probably a Luna Freya, I imagine.
6 would be Luna Freya, yeah.
See what we hit. But the thing is, it's a Terror, Kusith. We're probably hoping to hit some removal here.
Line, 9
And
drop,
we
6 drop
we
left.
do not hit removal. So
I mean, you're only getting the card you get and the X-Burst trigger in hand, right? So Terra's probably your best bet.
Terror Amat, but then you got an off CP. I think.
But you've got nothing to aim at.
Yeah. I think this is probably going to be GG here. I think we were basically just shooting the shot and hoping we hit a
Can Kusif add anything back that's useful?
I think that's probably what Ben is trying to work out now.
But it has to be Earth, right? Because that's the only colours you can have in hand.
Claris?
Yeah, well, that was the only expert. And
I mean, the only other thing is Bash, but you can't. You've got no fire CP to play it. And
yeah, and
unless is there anything we could play another mat, or do we grab CP that we can play another LB?
it has to be an LB card.
It has to be an
but
LB
then it has
card.
to be the Kusif you target.
So it has to be the Kusif.
Because that gives you 4 CP in hand.
So it has to be the Kusif. Okay, unless we get the Terror.
I mean, Terror is the same because it gets you a summon back, which is also...
Yeah. And then it's going to get discard. I feel like we have to then discard it to play.
So what's the LB that you play here?
And also, like, what is then?
What's the biggest thing you can...
What's the means? Like what are you hoping to achieve with this, right?
Doing double fire. So is it just Zac?
So it's you can't Ramza next turn, Fish, because you've only got 2 cards in hand.
Yeah, you can. Because it will be reduced to 5, so you'd have 4
Oh,
cards
because
in
of the
hand.
Beatrix. Yeah. Oh, sure, yeah. So yeah, you could Ramza, but then you can't pay any tax.
So what LB would you have here that you could have played? So we're getting the Lev instead.
So yeah, I think you play Leo, draw. Yeah, you just need bodies, right, at this stage.
Yeah. And it's card in hand, which is nice.
You can't Ramza because you can't pay the tax.
Mm.
But then you just attack with Gorilla first. You block with Leo, I guess. Attack with Garland.
Ramza gives you just 2 extra forwards out, which is the 2. But yeah, I don't think you need to necessarily Ramza here.
I think you can Ramza because if you survive the turn, you've then got a kill on the Warrior Blight, and you're going to get the 2k buff.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to be enough to push you through. Yeah, he's going to scoop. Because
you're just going to outpower.
You're going to everything's going to get the 2k buff. It happens every time, right? So
every time a knight comes in, so they would have all got 2 from Beatrix, from
2 from Ramza,
and then they would have all got 2 from.
So it doesn't matter about not being able to pay.
Yeah, just swing out. Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
And just like that, we're over, and there is still 15 minutes left on the round.
So I think we'll cut again to a quick be right back, and then see if Dan's up for an interview.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
Catch you all shortly.
Go nowhere.
But Fish and Jacko are already on hand to set up the stream and put some of the noobs through their paces. Today, it's all about testing new decks for the brand new competitive season, and we're excited to get back into the stream.
How does it feel to be back? Well, if I'm honest, I'm excited. It's going to be another fantastic week. Top players, probably the UK, going on here. I'm excited to see the new stuff.
So, Tears of the Planet is here. We're getting out. Players are arriving slowly. We've got the stream being set up, ready to go. We're going to be running all of the new stuff. Opus 25. That's right. A quarter of the century of Opuses has arrived. Loads of fresh new decks. Ideas have been flying around, and we can't wait to see what everyone is cooking tonight.
What new stuff? I would look forward to probably Vikings. Definitely that. Bit of cadets. Love me those, as we all know from old school. No one's crazy enough to play monks yet, but I'm a convinced someone.
I mean, decks we're hoping to see tonight. There are loads of new legends that caught our eye. That new light Luna is definitely one that's been slipping under the radar. We've got Class 0 cadets as well. Loads who would be excited about that run. I know we've got a few hardcore cadets fans down here in Cardiff, so it'd be awesome to see what those guys are cooking up as well. And then, yeah, I've heard some rumblings of Archfiends and Warriors as well, so there's just such a wide range of decks I think people are cooking. I think we're going to see a load of fresh new ideas. Hopefully no more days of mono water mirror matches.
Now, it's time to register for the event on the FFTCG website, and at 6:30 we begin our first of 5 rounds of FFTCG action. Tonight, we have 23 players joining the fray. First up on stream, it's Una Vikings getting absolutely destroyed by Jack's new Type 0 Cadets deck. It's great to see older fan favourite archetypes getting fantastic new support. For round 2, we have legends of the game Mason and Paul heading off with Ice Earth Chaos Arc and Mono Fire Warriors that Paul managed to bring to a decisive victory. For a bit of extra player and deck insight, we love to grant interviews to the winner on stream, just so long as there's time left on the round. For round 3, it's local stalwarts Connor and Dan facing off with Rydia Archfiends and Ice Lightning Soldiers. two brand new decks that are sure to set the Tears of the Planet meta ablaze. Looking around the room, there's a huge amount of variety in the decks on display, ranging from pet deck favourites to meta-defining classics. But it might surprise you just what can come out on top. For round 4, it's the People's Champion Jenny against Morgan in an intense standoff with Una Vikings and FF6, which Morgan just managed to take the lead with. And to bring us home in round 5, we have stream favourites Sammy and Jacob facing off with Warriors of Light and Fire Earth Warriors, which has Tyvus and Pals stealing the win. And after 5 rounds, we have our uncontested winner in Jack with his Cadets deck, taking his first ever locals win and the top prizes. With time now marching on late into the night, it's time for everyone to open their winnings, say goodbye, and get excited to do it all over again next week. So, if you're ever in the area and have your deck with you on a Thursday night, pop down and have a few games with some of the friendliest, skilled, and tenacious tabletop gamers in the United Kingdom. And, if you can't attend, make sure to tune into the stream. See you there.
Here I am with our winner, Dan, playing his signature knight. So I think that's the deck you're probably most known for, at least recently.
It's the deck that does well, even if I do bad.
It's got that much redundancy, has it?
Basically, yeah.
Sure. So talk us through the game. How did you feel going into it, and then the first couple of turns?
I felt quite good. Me and Ben test decks and play decks quite a lot, and I know into 4 colour with knights, you need to respect the Shantoto, and you need to basically disrespect their backups.
Yeah.
So I thought going into it, the only way I'm going to win this is if I just keep his turn 1 and turn 2 plays down and keep count of potential Shantotos. And hold on to that Ami.
Yeah, because it was interesting seeing like the Gwaine turn 1, and then that was it. Just held the hand, and then Ben just playing Claris. It was like, okay, that was a bit bold.
Well, I said to Ben at the end of the game, I said, I bet you on stream they're going, slam the Ramza, and I'm like, no, you got to hold it back.
No.
I'm waiting on that Ami.
We were working out if it was going to be a thing, but I'm also quite keen now, at least watching a lot of stream games from the US and that, and I think a couple people do it here, where you don't even Ramza Corilla anymore. You just play the Corilla, see what you can do with that board state, and then you've got the Ramza when the Corilla dies, or if you need, because even the Ramza playing like a Gwaine or a Garland is still good value.
It's brilliant. That was my tactic for a majority of the Winter Cup. It was, you may have Ramza in there, and it may look great to slam Ramza, but once he's done his job, there is no more. If you slam Corilla, there's at least a follow-up after
And I've loved seeing people warp the Ramza a lot more often now, because you're like, here's a board of 4 forwards, deal with this, and if you do, Ramza's coming in 2 turns.
I'm going to be honest, until you literally said it right now, I forgot Ramza.
Yeah, because it only costs 2.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Because people were like, well, if you answer my board now, the Corilla's coming straight back in, and if you don't answer the board, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, take that every day of the week. That's
and like
brilliant.
2-turn window is normally enough to just be like, well, you've got to do something.
Well, I think it's the mass appeal of the Una deck as well, isn't it? That with Knights you can just spam a board out turn 1 and go, okay, you have the answer or you don't.
Yeah, I will win off of it.
Yes. But the thing about Knights compared to Una, I think, is I can hold a Ramza or a Corilla in my back pocket and go, even if you spring back, I've got something to follow up.
Yeah, it's how likely you are to have, like, or not likely, but the fact that your deck can run Ami as well is another key. It's always, it feels bad where you're like, well, they popped off, they're going to have nothing left. Here's my out, and you go, Ami it, and you go, okay.
Yeah. Ami is and always has been a super relevant card. I'm grateful, but I'm surprised there aren't more effects like that in the game at the moment.
Yeah, because what, there's 2 summon ones, and then I think a couple of random.
I don't even know on forwards and backups. One. All I know of is Ami and
Lev. There's a Lev and Ami,
but
might just be those. Yeah.
I'm so glad, because at least it means I can like switch off my brain. If you're not playing fire or water, I'm like, let's go. I
hate it with some of my decks now, where I'm like, every time I make a play, I'm like, I have to have Mist Dragon in hand as well, just to cancel an Ami.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ben's deck not the standard 4-color.
No, he's been tinkering with it for a long time. I think this goes back to our days of playing Magic. He's always been a fan of the mid-rangey, soupy type decks, and he will forever tinker and change with those. And to be fair, it is bloody scary going against Ben, because even though you think you know what's in his list,
it might not be that.
This week he's running something else and trying it. Like Braska, he tried that for a few weeks.
Yeah.
I love Braska.
But we chat a lot about the VV backup because it's like, well, it's super relevant now because it's 5k.
Yeah.
And 5k is a very relevant number at the moment.
Yeah, Laswell, Una, I could keep going, Turks. Like,
yeah.
It's such a good card, and the fact it's EX burst as well means even after they've played it, you're not safe from it.
And it's just a 2-drop fire backup.
Yeah.
Which is just one of the colours that you need.
Yeah, no, I fully respect that decision. It's a great card.
That first Ami on the Cecil was definitely a point where we were like, this game has gotten very rough now for Ben, because you sat there typically with one backup frozen and you're 2 in hand discarding one every turn.
Yeah.
You've got so much control of the game at that point.
Well, the idea was to hold the Ami back for potential Shantotos, and as soon as he slammed that Cecil, it was like, oh, you've got a new job now,
this
buddy.
Because even the Rams are going for it, it's like, well, it's worth it, because your board state was already so established.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think at any point there was a wrong play to do that. I was so sure of it.
So what you today? 2-0 at this point. I think you were both on. I think you were the top table or the second table.
Yeah.
Going into this round.
You know, Touchwood Knights keeps doing me well.
It gets no new cards for several sets, and it's still a top contender.
It doesn't need new cards. It's great.
I do wonder what they have to print for them to slot something in.
You know what? I think the day I've said it quite a while. The day we get like a Sid Randell style limit break card. Knights are in trouble.
Yeah, that would.
That card reads as a limit break sideboard
card.
So
you've played a lot of Knights.
Yes.
And you've seen the cards that are coming up from the starter sets, 27 ones. Have you not seen the new Charlotte?
No.
Have you not?
I think they got spoiled while I was in work, and when I'm in work, I put my phone to the side.
There is a new Charlotte that I've seen a lot of Knights players and stuff talk about. It's like, does this replace the existing one?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what the new one does, but the fact
that this one is really good,
protects all your stuff.
Yeah, it's the new one coming is basically, it's the Emperor's effect, so you can't use action abilities.
Okay.
None of your forwards can be chosen by 1-cost summons. Okay. So basically, you can't QQ lane her to stop her blocking abilities, and she takes 1k less damage, but she's a 4-drop 8k in water. So it's like, she's good against like the Una decks really, really well, but obviously it's 2 sets away.
Maybe you do a 2-2 or a 3-2 split. I think you definitely don't completely exclude one to include the other. But
yeah, I see a lot of people talking about that one. But yeah, I suppose the other new card you got was the Beatrix LB, which was probably last set.
Yes, she's brilliant.
I've loved that one.
Honestly, both Beatrixes are super relevant and great cards.
Which is a 4 cost means you can anytime play it.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got Laswell and Garland on field. Cool, here's 2 of
Yeah, and I don't know why. I always think she's LB2, and I'll put 2
she's
cards
LB1.
aside, and my opponent will go, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "It's 2. It's fine." Oh no, it's 1.
And then they're like, "Do you immediately kill her?" No, cool. She's just killing a forward next turn.
Yeah. or oh yeah, I'm going to immediately kill her. Yeah, there's a tap Charlotte. She's gonna have to wait a bit, mate.
Yeah, you'll wait 2 turns to kill her. At which point she's paid for herself.
Yes, tenfold. A great card.
Congrats on your win, and good luck into the rest of your games.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Catch you shortly with the next game.
Sorry guys, we will not be able to bring you a Sammy Nash game. First night of Opus 22 and he doesn't show up.
I feel like we should give a moment's silence.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he does always do better when he's not on stream, apparently.
So here is the Sifa. So
has he got
we
the 10?
have 10 cards easily. So we're going to mill 2.
Oh my god! He's just hit the
Get good.
Hit the nuts!
Get good, player.
Oh, he's just hit the nuts!
I don't know what to say, I'm speechless.
This is what Cat 8 does, guys. This is what Cat 8 does. So we have got both Raiden and Fujin off of the mill. They will have haste. Cypher has haste without the selfie, so the selfie can now possibly give that to score.
Yeah. So we're coming in for 4 points of damage here. The Sifa can get rid of this arc.
Yeah, we just
don't target a soiree
because
it is just
out the arc.
It's a break, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a break.
So
yeah.
Just take out the arc because you can't target the soirees.
It's for me. This is one of those cards. Hello, everybody.
Hello, welcome back. Ready for round 3 of Fight Night.
Oh, I realise I've now actually been updating that round number.
So I will update it now.
We played round 1 twice.
Played round 1 twice, and now we're all of a sudden we're at round 3.
That confused me with the videos today. I don't know if you've been watching them. Like the round 1 went up 2 days ago, and then the one went up today or yesterday, and it was like round 4, and I'm like, have I missed 2 games?
What? Guys, it wouldn't be a stream without Sammy Nash.
Yeah, and he's here, so we've got to have him on.
Gotta have him on.
And Kitty
also
going straight in on his
as
Warriors.
well. Sammy in his tie, in his finest attire, yeah, James Kitty.
So Larsa straight into Tivus.
Yeah, I believe this is just 2 colour fire
Water,
so
fire,
I think
yeah.
he's discarded Larsa and.
I can't see what the card behind the Axe Tower is, but yeah.
I think it's Larsa and Axe Stars for
So
Larsa to grab Tivus.
Odin and Lightning straight
Lightning
into
is
the
already
break
set
zone.
up. Lightning is already set up, ready to go. So let's see. Yeah, I just have a Reeve and pass.
That is the good Lightning. Seeing a lot of play at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Just such an efficient card, right? Like 2 CP for a haster, dollar thing, draw a card. It's just so nice. And we see a Tivus. Sammy, is he thinking about?
Can't tell what's in his hand.
He's got the cancel Lev. He's thinking about it.
Is it worth cancelling the search here?
Is it worth cancelling
Well, it
the
doesn't seem like he's going to.
Going for a red 13.
So just building backups here. So does this red 13 do anything relevant?
Only if your opponent controls forward. So when it enters, you can discard a card to deal forward 7,000, and you can also pay 2 CP to deal forward 7,000.
So for the situation you're currently in, it's just a backup that you'd play, but instead we're going into Mog.
Well, it's because we had the Mog, right? So I've got to search something. So
and it did mean if the Cactuars was on the stack, you'd just free play the Mog.
Yeah,
you just lose out on the search.
Yeah. So yeah, right, cool not to do the Cactuars.
I like that chibi art of that red 13.
Yeah, that's sort of fun, those things.
So Astrologian is another one of those look at 3, but one goes to the top and one goes to the bottom.
Yeah. The ultimate mind games of did I see an EX burst or not? That's up to you to decide.
Did bin off the Cactuars for that?
Yeah, I mean, what are we using that on in this matchup, right? Really?
Tivus or Ifrit?
Yeah, I don't know if we're using it on Tivus.
Not now.
The only one would be Axel, but then what are you?
Furian's draw as well sometimes.
I just don't think it's worth it. So I don't hate this.
Ramping to 3 though, but definitely in a situation now at the moment where you cannot play Realm.
Yeah.
Which the deck really wants to do. But classic Lena coming out.
So I think the Tivus first. Hits a Reeve.
Experience to Reeve.
Come on, it's more delight. There's a million EX bursts. Don't
I
throw
don't
your
think
hands
there's
in
that many.
Is it?
I think there's probably 15.
Oh, that's a lot.
Well, a lot of decks now are run close to 30.
Gross.
Mine's currently got 24, and I'm trying to bump that up to over 25.
Go for,
you're just too used to playing ice.
Yeah?
That's your problem.
Yeah. Well, if you're playing more than 3, you're doing good.
So everybody's favourite LB, and I think will forever be the most played LB in the game.
And they're going to be full up
Leo.
later this year.
Yes, it's the entry promo for Material top 16 for local qualifiers.
Yeah, just absolute staple card. It's been quite cool though. We've seen a few of the LB cards. Obviously, we had the Zac, we had the Sergius, and now the Leo. It's nice to see those. I mean, although all of those are sort of the
first round of printing.
The first round, rare ones, they're just super powerful. Some of the most potent ones we've seen.
Remember when that Zac came out and it was like, yeah, 3K is not a lot, and it just became actually this card's really good.
Really good. So yeah, unsurprisingly, Mog on the Realm.
Yep, no search. But that's expensive Realm to not do anything, but I suppose you have to get rid of that.
See, I would have been tempted to go Cloud.
Yes,
LB Cloud,
yeah.
and then Realm. I also knew he had it.
Oh, did you?
I also knew he had it signed. Ooh, okay. Interesting that we're killing the Realm. I guess because we got the Mog.
I mean, what you can play? You can pay 5 for another.
Now
one?
I Cloud. Right.
But you still just do it that turn, right?
Yeah.
You did that still sets the realm back another turn.
Yeah.
Which at this point is that too slow?
No, you can cloud realm on the same turn.
Yeah, but the cloud the mog's still going to sack itself, so you're still not going to be able.
No, I know.
To
It's more the Brynhilda. I was like, I don't know why.
Oh, right.
I felt like that
sure,
was
sure.
extra. Because now we're sort of like being a bit like, oh, like, what are we going to do with the rest of the cards in our hand?
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
You've been playing Warriors. You were playing against me earlier. What's the game plan?
Tonight was the first time I played the deck. I don't know if you could tell.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Terrible play.
I don't think you played it badly.
Yeah, it's not a deck I'm used to
And
playing.
you beat me the first game.
Yeah, I think that was just a spaff as many forwards as you can and see what happens. So.
And it worked. It was also Tyvus into Mog and me looking at my
Yeah.
handful of searchers going, yes.
Yeah. Which I wouldn't normally. It's like that was my only turn one play, so I was like, I guess this is what I do.
So going into the Luna Freya here.
What if we
Seen
try and
this a
dig
couple of
for
times
backup?
today. What are we digging for?
Doesn't really matter. Like we're at 5 cards in hand, so we just like grab whatever we want. Lena seems pretty good.
draw, and that means when you start swinging,
Lena seems pretty good.
you get more draws. Taking the Lena.
Yeah, we'll get the draw, and then
Sammy gets the draw as well from
Yep.
his own Lena.
and then we've still got a bunch of cards in hand, so we can't need to play.
We're just
this
playing
one.
that Lena, right? And then going.
What water have we got? Have we even got water?
You would like to think so.
I don't know. We've got Ifrit, Clive, Ward. We've
No,
got, we've got no
I
water.
think there might not be any water.
I think we've got 6 cards, so we have to discard something.
Because we
Is
free
that Axstar?
we
So
free
if that's
played.
Axstar, we have to.
We free played already, right? The Mog came in from the
Yeah.
free play.
Jokes. That is absolutely jokes. You got to discard.
I mean,
discard the ward, right? You got double ward. You don't need 2 ward.
no. Yeah, you just discard for turn,
Discard
right? You
water
don't need to
pass.
play anything out.
You think about.
Well, be you going to play.
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
There
You've
we
got
go.
to. You've got to discard and pass. Oh, funny.
So what's your thoughts on Lena at the moment being a card that sees play in anything with a splash of water?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
You're not a big fan of it?
No, I am. I just think. I think because so many decks are running so many high EX bursts, like it probably is, but you need to. Yeah, you need to get 1 or 2 hits a game for it to sort of feel worthwhile. I feel. But
I mean, it's a 2-drop backup though. This searchable, but playing the monsters out, drawing through the deck.
So digging in for some answers.
What are you digging for here, though? Just witch?
Just setting things up for the witch, I guess.
Malborough's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Again, you've overpaid for it.
I mean, I don't mind overpaying for Marlborough.
Should cost more than one anyway.
Yeah, exactly. TCB card anyway. Effect like that.
So paying.
I imagine now we're going to see witch.
Is it not worth just going in for like your own Luna Freya?
Okay. No cloud.
No, it's double water. It's been.
No.
Oh no, yeah, it was the Odin.
Odin.
Yeah.
Odin fish.
Cloud on the Mog. Nah, do it on the Leo. Prove a point.
Yeah. Giga Chad move. I'm going to kill your Leo.
So, what's the chance Kitty has a third Mog?
I don't think the list runs through.
Or does the deck only run 2?
Surely not. Surely not.
What we're gonna do now? Where like the first thing he does is slap down
Yeah.
another one. Man, I forgot how many clouds
Sammy's
there are.
not through yet. Sammy's not. Yeah, there we go. And we pass.
So passing turn.
And we drew a Lena.
Immediately pay 2 for Lena. Is that an Ami in hand?
Yes, we have Ami in hand. Turn too late for the cloud. Not I mean, I don't know if we would have Ami'd that cloud. To be
No, I
honest.
think you're saving it for the realm.
Yeah.
That's inevitably coming in.
Why
or
are we
the
on top of
witch.
backups?
I don't know.
Nice.
So the only thing that can safely swing here is the Tyvus,
Correct.
unless there's a Dole.
We're back up to 6 cards in hand.
Did you say there was an Axstar in hand? So we could swing Tyvus, Dole Freeze, or swing Tyvus, swing Luna Freya, Dole Freeze.
And you could axe start into ward, kill the cloud, but then you just probably get another cloud played against you, and then you Amaterasu that cloud. Yeah.
Damage. It's another Rockatarasu. Well, I mean, we're obviously baiting out, aren't we?
Yeah.
Ooh, Malboro gone. The fact that that card's multiplayable as well is the
Yeah,
thing that I find insane. Swing with the Luna
So
Freya.
now we're going to
clear
block the
Oh,
cloud.
you're just taking it.
Well, he's just going to free play the ward, right, and kill the cloud.
Oh, sure. Slots back in. Nothing.
You got to
else?
draw the line somewhere.
Do you?
I don't mind
Where's
that.
the
I don't mind
fun
the
in
cloud
that?
dying.
Yeah. I mean, let's Sammy play another one if he needs
Yeah, and
to.
it means if Kitty plays a Axstar, you've got a card up your sleeve to deal with that. Should that need arise?
But how are you stabilizing here? Not that I can see what's in Sammy's hand.
We've got a decent hand of cards to play with. We need to see a witch, really.
But does that answer the board enough?
Well, I think if we see the witch, I think it does get Amaterasu, maybe, and then it forces his hand, right? So then if he,
So is this a witch coming in? Is this the Sidaclan Gully to search it?
the witch would tidy up the board. It killed Tyvus, so Witch Marlborough would kill the Tyvus and Leo. This is the first copy of Tyvus we've seen.
I believe there was one that was binned.
Okay.
No, one went to the bottom off of the Lunafreya,
That was it.
but and I don't think Kitty has shuffled since then.
Yeah, so it's still on bottom. Okay, realm.
Paying 5, which is
we are
immediately
gonna-
being ammied.
We are going to Amaterasu. Did we pay 5?
Yeah, he'd already put an Odin in, and then he pinned something, and then he put the lightning
he
in.
put another one in. Oh, fine. Oh yes, yeah, he did. He paid the 3.
Because it was I was thinking he was going to pay 3 for something. and then he paid 5 instead.
Baits the Amaterasu and then plays the witch.
I mean, you've still lost a lot here paying 5 for the realm.
Yeah, you really need to see a Moth Slasher now.
Hmm.
That's
Because you can clear this board once, but you're not clearing it again.
Yeah. Although, I mean, James only has 2 cards in hand.
No, just passing. Just going to do it in his turn, I guess. But if you free play Axstar into 2 forwards here, though, like the witch just can't do enough.
We drew the Tyvus as well.
But you're just holding on to that.
Yeah, but even if we had killed the board, he'd just played another Tyvus.
Yeah.
I feel like Axstar comes down, right?
It won't kill the witch though, will it?
Yes, it
Because
will.
you'll just kill. You'll just kill the Leo on the stack.
Yeah, but you get a free play afterwards, right?
Yeah, but you could take out the ward here
yeah,
as
you
the ward.
Or we just
sacking
do
the
that and do
ward.
8k with the cloud. Yeah, Sammy, distinct lack of Odins in damage. So I didn't see what the second effect we chose. I think it was a remove 2, I believe.
I would assume that's the one that's going to be done. I can't remember what the effects he's got. Let's get it up. The million clouds that exist. So 8k. I mean, is it not 8k to witch and break a monster?
No, he's going. He's removing the lightnings.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's also a good option.
I guess you kind of want the draw as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do, but I also don't hate the breaker monster as well.
So what monster did we target?
We didn't. As in, we chose to do 8k to the witch.
Oh right,
and remove 2 things, and then just witch shenanigans goes off. And
I mean, having a Tyvus in hand just means that Kitty's happy to go for it next turn.
Gosh.
So that card, super good at the moment, I think.
Oh, we hit the Lena, so we have got Lena S to get Witch the Fens back.
There's 1 monster on field.
There's 1 monster on field. Those realms not getting to search.
Yes, 2 of them failed. No, the first
first
2
one
got
Mog,
mogged, and the second one got hammied.
Amaterasu.
There's a third one.
Yikes! Oh.
There's another monster gone to play it.
Yeah.
You've got to be running low on.
We must have gas in our hand. I mean, surely Moss Slasher. I don't think we've not seen any Moss Slasher.
Yeah, it's got to be the Moth Slasher.
It's got to be Moss Slasher.
But you're not Lena S-ing the witch back out now either.
Unless he's got a witch in hand.
You won't be able to pay for it. I suppose if you get in the draw off of Apkalu,
yeah.
Apkalu and Moth, yeah, sure.
Yeah. There's still 1 more copy of Blue Armor.
Is that another Ami in Kitty's hand, potentially? Ooh.
Well,
he would have hammied the realm.
It would cost him his whole hand to do as well.
Yeah.
Right?
You would have hit the realm, I think, if you had one.
And then Sammy draw off the Apkalu.
I think they're just chatting. Is he gonna draw?
We'll give him fair. Yep.
There we go.
Gal, okay.
Gal does only cost 2 and immediately bottom decking.
The ward.
And then that Gal can tap to make a monster 8k at any time.
Correct. So we can tie this here.
Pretty good board here.
We've got Axstar in hand as well.
Is that selfie?
That is selfie.
Yeah. So we can add 1 back.
And the last card we got in hand is the Lena for Lena S.
So what's in break that's worth Lena-assing him back?
Oh, which defense? Oh, sorry, as in Sammy's one last
oh,
time
right,
is
yeah,
Lena S. I don't think James has the Lena. He's got Axe. Oh no, he does have Lena. He has got Lena S. I take it all back.
So you could Tyvus here into.
I still think you Tyvus, right?
What does the Tyvus search you?
Whatever you want to combo with the Axe Star, I guess.
Which is what?
Iron Eater, maybe.
I don't know if the deck still runs it.
We've seen 2 copies of Ward. Yazuki's already gone, but I mean it's not as powerful in this matchup.
But if there's a Lena S in hand for Kitty, he can always play one of those to field.
Yeah.
When he needs to.
But I do think Tyvus is coming down.
Yeah. I think the Tyvus has to. In the Edgar
here
for
it is.
Tyvus. Can I
Obviously
get the
search goes up.
search? Nothing you can really do to stop
There is a
that.
Ward there.
Okay. So, is the Ward what we grab? Ward combined with Akstar doesn't only kills the Ral. You'd have to put both effects on the Gal to take out the Gal.
What would you grab as a Dan to play off the
Akstar?
Akstar instead? Because you're not worried about the Gal and Realm being dull and frozen instead of being killed.
The problem is the Zidane can be blocked by the Apkallu that just becomes an 8k forward.
Yeah, true that. Well, no, because the Apkallu then get dull frozen by the Akstar, because you have to dull the Gal.
No,
because the Gal get dull frozen by the Akstar, so you have to
Yeah.
stack it on top, and then it would be a 1 CP forward.
Then
that would
yeah,
get
no,
dull
you
frozen.
are right. Maybe that was a good play then. So dull freezing. Yeah, don't make any of them a forward. So
Choosing to kill the Gal.
pinging off the Gal. I mean, I don't want the realm. You don't want to kill the realm, do you?
Yeah.
So what's Sammy gonna draw here? I mean, the witch has got to be coming back out, right, with Elena S.
I feel like you got to pull the. Thing is, we really need a Marlboro.
3,
Did
4.
we draw the witch?
Thinking about it.
What are we paying 3 for?
No.
Did you think about Leo?
Changing that back. Going
Oh,
to
she's
combat
gonna
first.
She's going to attack with the Moth Slasher. It's a Yard Rush.
That's a Yagroshian Warriors.
Reeve should be untapped then, because we've not paid for it.
But I assume that will.
We'll give him the fair shot.
There we go.
Is he just gonna cloud the Axe-Star?
How much LB is Sammy use? Is it just Cloud?
Just cloud, I believe. And Kitty has used Leo and Luna Freya, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Lightning.
Yes. No.
No, they'd be on the same amount of forwards.
No, same number of forwards. So.
You might need to get your running shoes on if it disappears.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, lightning, same number of forwards, so wouldn't do anything. I think just rolling that back to before she came in. So yeah, just same number of forwards, so...
I mean, Kitty's let him take it back.
Yes.
I'm inclined to say no on that.
It's up to you.
I'm actually going to...
Okay. Well, I guess it is an OP, so there is technically prizing on the line. But I think we have moved a little bit beyond that now. I think.
Okay. Kitty is adamant that he is not going to let him take it back. As in, sorry, adamant?
He's taking it back.
Kitty is
Sure.
adamant that he takes it back.
Okay.
I've said the lightning needs to stay on the field.
Okay.
But Kitty is adamant. He's like, no. Like, so I'm like, I can't force the players to.
I mean, rules-wise, yes, but I'm also a big advocate of if the players are fine with both players are fine with it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Look, I'm not going to be a dick. Like I've said that officially, I don't want them to take it back. However, that come after me in the comments, guys, if you really. But I've said my piece. I've said to them I don't want to take it back. They've decided they still want it to go like that. That's fine.
So I'm not
going to be a dick.
Too sure what killed the realm. I assume it's
The Axstar attack, because you've got does 6k on attack.
And then we're Lena Assing in the Witch.
Yeah. Are we gonna block? You think you want turning the blue into a forward?
Problem with all these forwards is they're all just 1k over the Witch's power reduction. So we're blocking with the blue worm.
Do you Moth Slasher to reduce the Axstar?
That gives you 2 ways of doing it. And the Moth Slasher comes in... The fresh Moth Slasher comes in active, right?
Yeah, but it's only a forward during your turn.
Oh, sure,
so that side's irrelevant.
It's a hard decision, I think, to make here for Sammy. So we are blocking and then sacking it, which means
it's just a little bit awkward. Like the absence of a Marlboro, everything is just too big.
It's just over
just
that
too big.
Interior. So reducing the Clive.
So
I assume just to stop the draw too.
Yeah.
So Tyvus is still yet to free play anything this turn, right?
I mean, the Clive attacks and you just Moth Slasher it, right?
No, we're swinging with the... Really unsure what to swing with. Swing with the ward. Taking damage. No EX bursts.
Oh, no Odins for Sammy.
He's hit 1 EX.
Yeah. And then... Oh, we're going to pay
the Odin.
Pay the Odin on the Tyvus?
I assume there is 6 lightning cards in your break zone, right?
1, 2. Yo!
You don't think there's enough?
He's not got enough. It's not enough.
So lightning was in hand, yeah.
I mean, the Tyvus is still attacked.
Yeah. I like that. Just I'm so sure of this. I'm Odining, and it's like, no, there's really no.
Sorry, brah. The Tyvus is still attacked.
Yeah, I think they're doing that now. I think it might have been on stack of attack declaration or something. Oh, there we go. Didn't need to play it from hand anyway.
Interesting that we've.
I suppose the Clive is still can attack.
Killed the Clive.
It saves you having to sack off
maybe
one of the
Sammy's
monsters.
hoping that he hits he's waiting for a Marlboro because he wants to try and save it.
It just stops Kiddy potentially going for it that game, or the Witch having to sack off the Moth Slasher.
Yeah, you can save it for now. Oh yeah, draw off the Lena, yeah.
That card is the worst card they didn't print a May on.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody misses it.
Such a headache for me. Because I just, headache.
Because
Headache City.
The problem is it's at the back of your board.
Yeah.
So you always miss it.
It's a Volca. Do you Cloud LB, kill the Axstar? I feel like you Cloud LB to kill the Axstar.
Depends on if there's any clouds left.
Yeah.
I assume so, but...
So... 1 on the Tyvus. Second one on the Tyvus inbound.
Moth Slasher coming in. Man, this card is just so good with Witch. Honestly.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
And then we're doing it again.
We go again. Sammy should have done this last turn to try and get to 6 to get to enough lightning cards. Because
it would have been another 3 in break. Yeah, you're right.
It would have been another, but I don't think you need 6, right?
Yeah, but there was 3 Odins already in there. So
I think there was only 2.
No, there's 3.
Yeah, that is Ben reminding us that Sammy did say pre-game that you don't play Warriors because Warriors only gets you to 6, never gets you to 7.
That is currently happening. Yeah,
he is at 6. So is this true?
Do you reckon Kiddy's got enough gas in the tank to get him to 7?
Well, we're gonna find out, aren't we?
I just don't know what's coming in here. Because you've got to be running low on like I mean all your realms are gone.
Yeah.
This is the second Witch. And I think both Malbros are gone because we saw the one used earlier and one's in damage, which I don't think they run Malbro at 3. But I am not.
We've only used the cloud, right? We've only used the cloud LB.
I think so. Yeah.
Surely he's not only running 2 clouds.
5.
3 siren.
3 for siren. Bit of protection for the witch. But there is quite a lot of forwards you can flip here. Although I think a lot of them might be gone. So immediately pass it. Oh, you just drew the which is just gonna delete the witch.
Wow. Delete the siren.
Delete the siren while the Cactuar probably deletes the witch.
Yeah. Yo.
Because you just play
Play
one.
Leo?
You play any 3-drop forward here, yeah.
Leo or Zach or.
I do wonder how thin Sammy's deck's getting here. Because he drew a lot of cards.
Yeah. Kitty's drawn a fair amount as well, to be truthful.
Mhm.
Search a few times. Lena draws. Tybus.
Cuculain the Witch. So we're going to block that with the Siren, I guess. And then. No. Ami. Siren's
So Siren
gone.
dies.
Which gets.
And
So
then
the Cuculain is still on the stack.
So now we can choose to stack.
The problem is it costs you. How many Moth Slashes have we got left?
This is the last.
This
Moth
is the last
Slasher.
one. So you have to sack off both to kill a forward.
Yeah.
Which just isn't going to do it.
Why have we got the ward?
It's not. I think Kitty thought he was going to do it twice. We still have to draw off the Cuculain. So
We've
what's
done
Sammy going to have in hand?
The one. Well, we know he's got the Odin, which is online now, so
Yeah,
we know
yeah.
he's just going to Odin the Cactuar, right?
So Sammy. So Kitty doesn't have lethal unless you can
Well,
get rid of both of these forwards.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, unless you can get rid of the witch. Sorry.
Can we Lena S to get haste though?
I don't think we've seen a Zidane, so no. Because there's no other hasters in
Furion?
the deck, right?
Furion.
Oh, I don't think we've seen one, have we? No, paying 3. So it's Leo to draw. I do think you probably should have.
We got the
Oh,
card.
I'll do
Card
it.
has haste.
So Cactuar, Ward, and Clive can all swing.
Cactuar dies to Odin.
Yep. Which can
Clive-
block one and. there's no-
Yeah.
There's not enough here, right? 3 attackers is enough.
No, but one of them dies to Odin.
Yeah.
But he's still got lethal on board. So
Yeah, but Ward still
yeah,
swings.
so well, Ward's 1k, but Clive attacks first.
Yeah.
Clive attacks first. But Clive attacks first, has to block with the Witch Defense.
Yeah.
Witch Defense dies, Ward attacks as a 1k forward.
Oh no, because you sack them off, Slasher off to make
You
one of them 1k.
You can't, Witch Defense is blanked.
Oh yes, it is because the Cuculain has already been done.
So
Yeah, I think
this
that's
is it.
that's-
So
that's
Clive
it.
just attacks.
Just swing.
Clive just. Oh, he's passed.
I don't understand.
James. James.
Am I missing something? Was there another Odin in hand? Do you
Uh,
reckon?
Yeah, but he only had one card. One card of 1 CP.
Yeah.
Like,
I
but you've still got to try. You've still got to try.
I don't know then.
James, what are you doing to me? Killing me, bruh.
Giving Jacko
God,
an aneurysm.
Literally, he forces Sammy to take back his misplay, despite me telling him not to, and then he deliberately doesn't do lethal because he knows that I'll be annoyed at him.
Oh god.
What is going on?
The game we know and love, eh?
Hey.
Maybe we just want to see how the game goes if it goes longer.
Yeah. He's just toying with his food, playing with his food. He's actually playing to mill.
He's like, this could be over, but I'm curious.
Which I'm just going to type with Mosh Slash because, yeah, screw it. Yeah, he's just a great guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a great guy.
Just-
He's playing to win by mill.
he's such a chill guy. Brynhilda. We're not pinging anything because it would be a draw. And then we're sacking onto the Leo. It doesn't
Still
work.
doesn't get rid of it, Sammy. Don't you dare.
Are you
pick
gonna
that up.
Are you gonna force?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You're gonna force him to commit to this one. I suppose he might have a S effect in. I mean, S effect in hand doesn't do anything. either, so.
Sammy.
Kitty gave him an extra turn and he's done it again.
Oh,
You
jeez.
don't-
Yes.
Oh man, this is.
Ah, goodness gracious. Yeah, you are right. He should have pinged. I should double check. Did he ping the Witch of the Fens?
With what?
The Brynhilde?
I don't think so, because I think Sammy would have had to draw.
So did he ping the Moss last year?
I just don't think he used it.
Oh, because the Lena.
Because the Lena, yeah. But we've cleared the board.
Now you can play Lightning. Now you can play Lightning, Sammy. Play Lightning.
Do it.
Play Lightning.
Dare you.
Actually, no. Play Leo, then play Lightning. This is the new Sammy Orphan Mode Phase 2.
Play Lightning on equal points. It was because he's working out. He's like, I've got one less for it. It's fine. Play this.
Amaterasu.
Yeah, you go. Now play Lightning.
He hasn't finished paying. You can't Amaterasu him yet. He hasn't finished paying.
Well, you know. I was hoping it was going to be a Lightning.
Yeah. Where was the Lightning? This game should have been over like 10 turns ago.
How do we get this to replace Orphan Main Phase 2? Like, what do you describe it as? I don't know what the name of this is.
Just
well, yeah, there's the theory you mentioned earlier. Swing. There we go.
It's a.
It was such a good game until
what are they called? The people in war that refuse to go to war. The people who refuse to kill people.
Pacifist.
But it's a pacifist Lightning. It wants to enter but doesn't want to remove anything. So it's a pacifist Lightning player.
Should we just get this text, edit out everything that says if the number of forwards, and just replace it with just say do nothing?
Yeah, do nothing. Yeah.
Choose one forward. Do nothing.
When Lightning enters the field, Lightning enters the field.
Just get like a Sammy Naj sticker.
Yeah. When Lightning enters the field, choose one forward your opponent controls. Point at it, do nothing.
If your name is Sammy Naj, nothing happens. But yeah, that was. I hope you guys enjoyed that game. That was definitely
entertaining.
Interesting one.
We are at time on the round
so
as well.
I don't think we're going to get.
We're not going to get time for an interview. Probably for the best, because I would only be rude to Kitty.
I'd want Sammy to be.
I'd only be rude to Kitty.
But yeah,
for not letting him take that.
We'll be back shortly with round 4, which I believe will be the final round.
Yes, so don't go anywhere, guys. Final round coming up.
And away we go.
Final classics. But it might surprise you just what can come out on top. For round 4, it's the People's Champion Jenny against Morgan in an intense standoff with Una Vikings and FF6, which Morgan just managed to take the lead with. And to bring us home in round 5, we have stream favourites Sammy and Jacob facing off with Warriors of Light and Fire Earth Warriors, which has Tivers and Pals stealing the win. And after 5 rounds, we have our uncontested winner in Jack with his Cadets deck, taking his first ever locals win and the top prizes. With time now marching on late into the night, it's time for everyone to open their winnings, say goodbye, and get excited to do all over again next week. So, if you're ever in the area and have your deck with you on a Thursday night, pop down and have a few games with some of the friendliest, skilled, and tenacious tabletop gamers in the United Kingdom. And, if you can't attend, make sure to tune into the stream. See you there.
Alrighty, and welcome back to fourth and final round.
Yep, I will just get that round number updated.
Of our fight night here in Opus 25, and Jack is going to talk us through the matchup. What can we expect to see?
So we've got a 4-color Raffia deck, which is the tried and true. It's done very well.
Absolutely.
Against a pet deck that I've had recently. I think
wow, I can't call it a pet deck after you finish second at Basingstoke.
A Cat 4 build, which is basically abusing Una with all of the Cat 4 characters, because Hooded Man and Theodore say, reactivate all your Cat 4 characters.
Gross.
And if you got both out, you do it twice a turn.
Gross. I think I've got like a 10% win rate against this deck. It's like my worst nightmare. Everything gets reactivated.
I love posting, because I posted it to so many chats and channels, and people were like, I don't get it. And then I played it down here one week, and everybody was like, I like it. So straight into
I was like, literally, this like goes against everything that I want to do.
So straight into the Lunif for Alex, which is one of the harder colours to get online, and Connor going straight into Riku, which the effect's not really doing anything here, but it's a win CP you've got online.
Yeah, it's just even more reactivations for Una, so it looks like we're going in for a Tyro.
It would have been later.
But you never know, it's the EX burst. I don't know how many copies. He could hit it later.
I have been experimenting with some of the Gull Wings package in mine now, because you've got the pane that says Search a Una. Which is great.
So Connor going for the Theodore, we know how strong this is in the 4-color matchup, being able to kill off
killing Tyro or Seraphel has been great.
You need to have the Amaterasu for it, essentially.
Oh, that's the wrong Theodore.
That Theodore looks as scared as I am seeing it.
That is the Warp Theodore that came out in a set that I don't think any other cards had Warp in. That is the Theodore we wanted, so that is what was searched.
So just have a look. So we got a Cryle. So you probably see the Cryle come down.
Just
here.
grab back the Bryn.
Grab out the Bryn. Does it leave us too many cards in hand?
You play someone else.
No, it leaves us at 5.
Okay. Because you have to discard one.
Discard one, play it, and get one back. It leaves us at 5.
Because what's the other effect? The Cryle is just add any Cap 5 forward back.
Yes, correct.
I remember cards.
Is it? It is forward as well, so I don't think it gets Lena S.
No, I'm pretty sure it says forward, but I will get it up and have a look.
It's one of those like interesting cards that has like so much extra utility in the Bart's version of the deck, right?
Because you were just always like Bart's for Cryle,
even in this version,
get bars back.
Just being a Warrior of Light, but also gets some of that.
Yes, it was Cap 5 forward. I love the artwork on that card. So nice.
No, it's forward. Yeah, he's got the Lena.
Oh, okay. Run. Yep, so changing it over to the Brynhilda, because that is the only option we can really take, but quick and easy to fix.
Yes, yeah. Connor was like, actually, no, I refuse to let him do that. I decide the rules.
He doesn't get a card back. Sorry.
This is a
Connor
game where every card is blank and players decide what the card says when they play it.
So going into the Earth Cecil, taking a point of damage, which is a pain, which is getting you Una.
That's going to be a pain for Alex.
Don't. That hurts so much.
Choosing not to trigger it though.
Oh, are we?
Well,
just for the draw.
We've got Lena. I think we got Una in hand.
I was going to say.
Choosing not to trigger it because Alex has Lena and we have Una in hand.
Is the Cecil immediately cracking?
Yep.
So what's in hand that we're playing? Oh, Ammying.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Ooh, that's a rough one. See, this is one of the ones that really worries me when I'm playing like that. Cecil is always like, sometimes like, do I put Una out first just to tax them additionally?
Yeah. So Leo, so discarding a Porum.
Yep. Draw. Kusif, which means you can get back the Cecil next turn if you need it. Alex just needs to see a Tyro now, and his colours are ready to go.
Yeah, Tyro now before we get a chance to do Theodore. Because I still think we're not. I think we're still too many turns away. Like, Theodore's probably not happening next turn, but it's probably happening this turn.
Yeah. But the thing you really want to see against this matchup, especially if Rafia's coming out like this, is you need to get Porum out just to stop her reactivating every turn.
Interesting. I would have been tempted to go for the. Is it too greedy to have gone for
is
the?
Is there another Ammy in hand potentially? Do you reckon?
I don't think there is, but you're threatening it.
Yeah. You're making. Yeah. Connor's got to play around the fact that there might be.
Yeah.
But there is a Porum in hand, which I definitely think has to come out. Oh, he's got fire in the deck as well.
Yeah, he's got an amateur. He's got his own amateur. So
Yeah. So what comes in here? Paying.
Lunafray?
It's Lunafray or Noctis. So
Let's
back
roll the
on
dice.
into the Lunafray. What are we going to hit?
Got a show. So
Claris.
Claris and grabs the King Tycoon. Not even
Yep.
going to show us the rest of the cards. I saw another Lena in there, I think, somewhere.
I mean, that does let you ramp to all 4 of your colours,
Yeah, I do think he's.
which you're fine probably doing for a turn.
Yeah.
What do you not reckon?
Looks like he's paid for the Claris. So
Search for a King Tycoon. I don't know if Connor runs any other King targets. Oh, he's got the Edgar in there. Okay.
interesting. Okay, I guess this is his fire CP, right?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't realise he'd tech this into a fire deck
Yeah.
as well, or tech fire into this.
So it looks like he's bottomed the Lunafray
Yep.
on the pass of the turn.
Why not?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Free
Yeah.
way to do it. Just can't see what's in their hands.
We got a Cecil, which I think we might see come down now.
Oh, what from Alex?
Yeah, and I feel like this is going to get Amaterasu.
I mean, you have to, right? It's too much of a problem. No, we're letting it go.
Because I think we Amaterasu the Refugee instead.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Ooh, that is an expensive hammy, though.
Yeah, and if you're Alex, you're pretty happy to see that Theodore go.
Mm-hmm.
Although we do know that you can get it back with the Hooded Man, which I believe he has in hand as well.
Yeah, and there's the Leonore LB as well if you're
But
desperate.
there's the extra. Here it does have the extra caveat that the Theodore is now going to get taxed anyway.
Yeah,
and,
and it makes
Cecil.
that Cecil makes playing Una a lot harder now as well.
Yeah, and but also the whole point of Theodore is it sets them back and stops them getting
Mhm.
to Warrior of Light. He's already got to Warrior of Light. So,
Yeah, you normally don't want
yeah.
the 4-coloured deck to have gotten this far.
I love how 3 backups apiece is what we call a healthy game of backups. Like what happened to?
Well, to be fair, we've seen
Five.
Gigawall, which was none, Knights, which was none, and then the Warriors game, which I think was also like 3 apiece.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. 3's the new 5, baby. Decks run so efficiently off 3 that why waste CP getting to 5?
So the Uni curiously didn't get rid of the Cecil, or can it not? It just chooses any
I'm
forward,
assuming
right?
we paid the 2, right?
Yeah, well, the forward's gone.
The backup's gone.
Yeah.
We
So
just got rid of the Luna.
But you can do no, because the 4-colour wall's gone.
Oh yeah, fine. You only have to pay the 2 CP ones.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I was surprised
That we bounced.
that I thought the Cecil might have gone just because that taxing can cause a lot of problems. Well, I suppose you're just scared of the 4-colour wall because it
But
does.
also, how are you getting the 4-color wall back out now?
You know,
Exactly.
another Cecil is probably the only way. Yeah,
So,
but the longer that Cecil sticks around, the harder it is to ever play Una.
yeah. So we're going to see a Sarah FFL here. Bingo. Searching 2. I imagine.
So what are you getting?
Varus Refia, maybe.
Yes.
It'd be a first copy of Faris that we've seen as well.
Mm-hmm.
You could even discard it to play
It's
the Luna.
definitely the Refia, but is it
Refia.
like Arc as well, just to go digging? Because you're not damage 3, so Faris isn't majorly relevant.
Yeah. I don't know, I just quite like getting the backups down here. Getting a Luna down.
Does the Seraphim any search the forwards though?
Yeah.
But yeah, I suppose you can immediately replay the
Lunith.
Lunith.
So
Yeah.
like
That still leaves you 1 colour shy.
yeah.
We really need to see a Tyro from Alex, because not all do all the versions run a win CP backup, or do some of them just completely cut it and it's only Tyro?
You could go like. Is it crazy to go? Yeah, so we're getting rid of the bash for the Luna.
Mm-hmm.
Is it crazy to go Refia now? Reactivate, draw.
You've been in 2 from hand to do it, but yeah, we
Yeah.
are. Combat, reactivate, draw.
And then,
Swinging in with the Cecil for another Rune hit, which we know was there.
yep, which we put there.
I guess as soon as it went to the top, that was kind of Alex forced into this turn.
Yeah. I quite like that from Alex. I mean, as you'll probably well know from playing this Cat 4 deck, the one thing I will say is it does struggle with removal. There's a lot of attacks.
Yeah,
struggles to remove things, and I feel like when you're threatening forwards that are also going to get taxed. It's like,
yeah, there's very limited removal, at least in my build, because I find like if you've got to the point that you're needing that, you probably lost that game. Like Tidus and the LBs are probably my main source of removal.
Yeah, sure.
But we're up to 4 colours online for Connor.
Backups.
Ironically, done it faster than a ref.
Yeah. Jokes. Absolute jokes. We've seen 5 backups. Wow, guys.
That unit's just been sat in hand for so long, though.
I know. Grim.
So tapping 4. What do you play?
Luna Freya?
Here.
Luna Freya.
You need to build another one from hand, yeah.
Maybe hit a timer?
Yeah.
You want the reactivation?
I think we are paying 6 here, yep.
Yeah, Shanto's
What's that discarded? Shantoto, yeah.
Shanto's doing nothing. Doing nada.
We're going to bin double Shantoto. 1 LB, 1 back. Not
Vag. Not just, I guess, grab back. Faris? Is that a Faris in there? Bash?
Grab back the Shantoto you just binned.
Referee for contingency.
I mean, no, it's never bad to have a spare one in hand, is it?
Referee's going to come in.
Bing.
From
Cannot see what that was.
And
Palom.
Nice scoops.
Oh, calling it there.
That's the game. That's the ball game, folks.
Another quick game.
Yes, that is another quick game. We've still got 18 minutes left on the round. So as you look over, are you going to run it back? Or
I don't know.
Just ask if they're going to run it back or if they're going to want to do an interview.
Looks like they're. Don't know if they're just chatting or they do want to go.
They are going to run it. They're going again.
Sure.
Well,
you get
bonus.
A double whammy.
2 for the price of 1.
Free game.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And we do love things that are free.
Yep.
Yeah. The most gorgeous man in South Wales just walked past.
I wasn't walking.
That wasn't walking. That was gliding. Oh, sorry, guys. I've got to go. Dan Harbin is beckoning me to the toilets with him.
For God's sake.
Gotta go. I might be a while. And by a while, I mean 2 minutes.
Because that's all you need.
2 minutes in heaven is better than 1 minute in heaven.
Your partner doesn't watch these streams, does she?
I bloody hope not. Actually, she probably does. She's probably like, yeah, classic.
Yeah,
classic. That sounds
I enjoyed that back in the day when Reese was down. You always had Mrs. Reese in the chat.
Yeah.
Like, go Reese.
Yeah. Mrs. Jacko is not in the chat.
No, no, she's got better things to do than watch you play or watch you commentate card games.
Way back when we first started dating, we played a little bit of the game together, like back in like Opus 2, maybe Opus 3.
Yeah.
Didn't last long. She was not a fan. Yeah.
She didn't like the game?
She's a big board game, but I think I can say this because she's not here. I win most of the games that we play anyway. So then when we play a game that I know everything about and she knows nothing about, it was just like, what is
do you not just play like a really crap deck so she enjoys the experience?
It's not in me to do that.
I can just imagine you sat there with your mono ice deck.
Yeah,
she's got nothing on field, nothing in hand, and you're like, yeah.
I built a deck that's like perfectly countered by my deck and made her play it against me. I mean, normally it's a really good matchup.
All of your stuff costs 10.
Yeah, it's not a really good matchup. Yeah, all of your stuff is over 5 CP and I have loads of copies of Vayne. Yeah, sorry. Funny. Well, so she's still here now, so...
Well, she just doesn't play games with you anymore.
Yeah, she doesn't play games with me. Right, anyway, in the meantime...
King's Tycoon grabbing Elena and Tyro grabbing something.
Alright. Interesting. Obviously struggling a bit. I can't see. It looks like we've ditched Kusith.
And 2 more cards.
And 2 more cards. I want to say Amaterasu, but I'm like, I hope he hasn't discarded Amaterasu.
It's fine.
Yeah. I'm just seeing Fisher's I'm going to pretend I didn't see Fisher's.
Yeah, we won't go that far. We won't break. We'll ignore that one. We'll ignore that one.
This is a PG stream, Fish. Come on now. Right, Thornton coming in, searching whatever we want.
All I'm going to say is, has any of us ever met your partner? Recently.
She's just a figment of my imagination, really. She's like a unicorn, doesn't actually exist.
playing.
Searching and playing whatever we're searching. So I imagine this is a 4 cost. Yeah.
So we're just getting to
Edgar.
4 colours, right?
Yeah. Although we don't have the fire CP, so we can't play it on curve.
Yeah, I'm really interested as to what this actual full deck list is from Connor, because it's changed up a lot from mine.
Yeah, yeah. King Tycoon of his own for Alex.
Yep.
This will be grabbing a Lena.
Both players really needing that extra backup colour.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh no, there is fire CP in.
Yeah, but it's in hand.
In
so
his,
just-
oh, we'll be playing next.
That is fine. Yeah, yeah. Depends. I've got the 2 CP card to play off it.
No, not at the moment.
Is Connor just using
There's
that
not
Edgar
that
for
many.
like surprise factor? Like I'm going to play unit out of nowhere.
Problem is,
Attack you.
there's not that many 2-drops in the deck, or 2 or lesses. There's like Rosa,
yeah,
Porom, and Yuna.
Yeah. So.
I remember when that Edgar came out and everybody was like, "This card's insane."
And then Edgar Lena. Here we
Oh, there we go.
go.
He did
5
draw the Lena.
backups. I wonder if he drew it off the Leo.
I think he did.
Pro plays.
Just stack your deck.
Stack
You
your
always
deck.
win that game.
Yeah.
So this game is looking a lot more favourable, I think, this time for Connor, because he's very
Yeah.
set up and it's a lot earlier.
Yeah,
Alex hasn't started establishing a
One
board
card in
presence.
hand. I feel like he needs to get himself. Can he get himself a 4th colour here? That would be nice.
Right now, the Zidane could come in and have a look at what Connor kept. That's the only card I know that's in Alex's
I
hand.
can't quite see the others. Got them really
But
hidden.
the Zidane here would actually be quite good because Connor does have a 4-colour wall in hand.
Yep. Yeah, Lunith, nice.
Ooh, don't know what we've been for it though. Those cards are
Might
too
be
far
Zidane.
off the edge.
It may well have been today. Looks like Connor's got
Well,
a 4 wall of his
We're
own.
immediately playing the 4-colour wall.
At the draw.
Draw.
Draw
We're
Tyrant.
gonna
Not-
see this deck
not-
play none of the Cat 4 cards.
Yeah, yeah. Not particularly useful. Leo coming. Oh, it's a Cecil.
Good
That's
hit.
nice.
Good
and
2
then
hits.
Lena. I'd like Lena. Sarah, FFL. Can't even speak.
That's how they power creep the current Lena.
Yeah.
There's one that just searches 2 walls. So playing Hooded Man, what are we recurring?
Cecil.
Earth Cecil. We're just passing.
Yeah, Jonathan, I'm with you. Like, Cat 4 doesn't normally set up to 5 backups. It normally goes to 3 and kicks off from there. At least the build that
Yeah.
my good friend Jack has been playing.
I normally get to, ideally I get to 4, but
Yeah.
I can live off of 3 quite easily.
Yeah. Whereas Connor just.
I think having the extra fire aspect of this deck means you kind of need to hit 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Shantoto? Shantoto, yeah.
I mean, if you had it, had to come down now.
But I mean, Cecil in hand is pretty good here.
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, keep that Tyro. Cecil's probably going to go.
Yep, there goes the Cecil.
So draw. Ooh, now
Theodore's not that good here because you need the Cat 4 forwards out already.
Yeah, yeah. So Une, yeah.
And Tyro's a dead
draw.
backup unless you want to crack
Tyro.
the Edgar. Oh, okay.
Lena draw.
Yeah, but
Lena
I
draw.
mean, you're getting the card
Yeah,
you want, which is
yeah.
probably another
Cecil.
Cecil.
Which it is. Looks like we got. Is that double Miss Dragon in hand?
From Connor.
No, from Alex.
I don't know.
Definitely one Miss Dragon. Connor's got Tyro, Cecil, Theodore. See, now that we've got that Cecil back, this Theodore's looking a lot more
But
tempting.
you still need a 3rd.
Yeah,
but
but
yeah.
but you played Leonara from LB.
Mhm. I don't know if Connor runs it.
I
I
take it
know
back.
we've spoke before that. Did he take the damage from
No,
the reduced cost?
Actually, can you stack on the damage? The Cecil?
No, because it's on the payment that does it. We've done it now, but we have done it. Oh. I'm not sure if you can, but you might be able to. I thought that it has
So it isn't if you do so, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so then on the stack of that
oh, sure, you can crack
Yeah,
it on
yeah,
the,
yeah.
on the stack, sure.
is what he did. Good job we did because it hit a tyro.
Yeah.
Lol.
Yeah, I thought you had to fully resolve the Cecil first, but that's me being wrong.
No, that's okay.
So, into Hooded Man.
Now we
Theodore.
Get rid of the tyro, sure.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to hit the Chantoto. Gives you access to play another one.
Yeah.
Play Una, reactivate start combat.
No, that tyro should be in damage. It is legit.
Yeah.
That was my. I thought the Cecil. I thought that if you do so, I thought that was part of the cost. I didn't realize. I didn't.
And then freezing the Chantoto, so no 4-color wall could come out from Alex. It would have been nice to have had one more Cat 4 out here to get 2 tap downs each turn, but sadly not.
Yeah.
But that Zidane is like never swinging again, right?
It's more that the main thing is that Alex not cutting the deck before Connor hit the damage.
Yeah. It's friendly.
All friendly.
Friendly.
All friendly.
So Connor sat with 2 in hand, Mist Dragon and Cecil.
Yeah, I think we've got Refia, double Mist Dragon, and maybe 4 CP1 for Alex.
The problem with playing the Refia is that auto is just gonna get taxed. It's gonna burn your hand to do it.
Yeah. Can you Luna Freya here? That's probably what he's thinking about doing.
You could, but what are you gonna hit?
This is the point where the Cat 4 deck really comes into its own. It's like
as soon as it gets one more Cat 4 forward out as well, you're getting 4 Una triggers in your turn.
But even now, like you're
getting 1 free twice a turn.
But like, what's board wiping you, right? Shantoto's already down.
Yeah.
And you're now going to keep the Shantoto locked out of the game probably. Not that it matters if it's active or don't.
Yeah.
But it's just like
you're basically stopping Alex from playing 4-color wall as well, unless he can play it off of Cecil or gets a Tyro out. But then you can just shut down Tyro and Shantoto.
Yeah, I mean if it hits a Cecil, it's a bit more annoying because then you're going to tax every Una trigger. That is more annoying, but obviously it's got it at present.
Not sure what's in Alex's hand here, but definitely thinking about something. What LBs could Alex play as well?
Luna Freya.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Luna Freya and hope you hit
6-drop Lev.
6-drop Lev.
Assuming it's in the deck, it's probably the best one. So we are going straight for him for the Refia. You're just going to get tax cards in hand now when you try and reactivate. I'd at least do it once. But it's still 4 cards in hand left with Alex. This is the math game that I really struggle with for this. Is when can you and can you not tax things? So we're going to have to discard from Alex if we want to do it.
He's thinking about it.
No, just letting it resolve.
Anything that can't letting him go to.
You can't afford to dole these down because then
also it doesn't bother him, right? Like
losing either of those now.
Like, sure, like whatever.
If I'm not even sure with Alex if you get rid of these. Like the Cecil's nice to get rid of, but that win one at the moment is not looking like it's leaving the field. And yeah, I just noticed that Alex isn't even on 4 Warriors of Light on field to bottom deck or top deck anything.
Yeah.
Like you're probably going to hit one of those backups regardless, just to keep them down. But yeah, so keeping, taking damage. Is that Rosa? Yeah. I don't know what you do here with your remaining 4 cards in hand, but we are
interesting.
Freezing something. The Lena probably. The Lena or the Shantoto will be my guess. Oh, Luna, okay.
Okay, Naji before you pass. Naji.
No, still nothing to do.
Well, no, you could have Luna Freud.
Yeah, but
without it,
we didn't.
I mean, it does cost us our whole hand.
You would have had 1 left.
Yeah, most of our hand.
But okay, the Fremelda is online. Yes. Just gonna 8k power reduce the Theodore, the Refia, sorry, and then we're just gonna freeze 2 backups, I guess. You don't mind the Zidane staying up, right?
Reactivate, right?
No, it won't.
That's by the by a bit.
See, this is the situation where I really like having the Leonora, because it's a catfall you've got at any point.
So, looks
But
like
we're
we've
playing with what, one backup and
frozen everything up.
oh yeah, because you can do it again.
For demand reactivation.
It just has to be Luna
Those
Freya,
groups,
right? Yeah.
It had to be Luna Freya, and it had to be the turn before.
Yeah. As soon as you tap down again to freeze the backup, I think that was the right,
Yeah.
right thing there. You go for it.
Alright, so we're coming towards the end of night, so I feel like we should go back to Combinator Camp
Sure.
and wrap things up.
Say goodbye from us.
Yeah. And bye-bye.
There we
Just
are.
like that, we're back. That was a pretty fun night.
Fun round of games.
Yeah, good games.
We saw quite a variety of things. We got some aggro games and some
Yeah.
less aggro games.
Yeah. Knights doing Knights things. Sami Naj doing Sami Naj things.
He's never gonna live. Each time he just makes a
Yeah,
new
yeah.
one that he can never live down.
Me being overridden, my judge calls being overridden by players.
You're not
Yeah,
a good enough judge.
it's been-
You gotta
it's-
make them fear you.
Yeah, I'm too. I need to rule with an iron fist.
Yeah. No,
the-
that card's staying on the field. No, it's fine. No, put it.
No.
I will take it out of
I
your hand and
said-
put it there.
I said the card stays. No, I'm just not intimidating enough. I mean, I'm gonna hit the gym hard. I'm gonna
Yeah.
come back in a week and I'm gonna be like,
Next week I'm gonna be off
Swole.
here because Jacko's gonna be like, up
swole,
to
I'm gonna be
you.
like, what I say goes. I can be like an old school ref style, like black and white striped. I have a whistle. And when players are gonna,
Oh, yeah, as soon as I misplay, you hear a whistle blow. You're like, oh, I got stopped.
we should start doing that.
Jacko's coming.
Because the amount of times like we're like, oh, have they known? Do they not know? And then one of us has to run over from stream, and some of the players are quite quick. So like in future, I should start getting a whistle because that's gonna
Or just like a
really
buzzer
wipe-
that we can
yeah,
press
yeah.
that rings the table.
Yeah. Or we have like an electric shock. So the player was like, just like if you miss plays, it's like I don't even know what I did wrong. It's like,
And you just sit on one.
Yeah. Or like a whoopee cushion under the chair.
Accidentally press the wrong person's. You're like, sorry.
Oh, you got one of those remote control like fart machines. So if a player does something wrong, I just press it. It goes.
Things we'd love to see here. Yeah.
That's what we want for the future stream. That's the next tech. Fish, you're at home. Write that down. Add it to the list of things we need. Remote control fart machine.
How much money have we got to spend on all?
Probably not enough for a fart machine. We've probably got enough for a packet of crisps and maybe
There we go.
maybe a Pepsi Max. But that being said, that was super fun.
That
Thanks
was
for
great,
joining.
great
Thanks
set
for
of games. Thanks
Yeah.
for joining, everybody.
And yeah, everyone on stream, we salute you. Thanks for everyone that's come in. While you're here, while you're on YouTube, give us a like, comment, and subscribe. It doesn't mean a whole lot to us. We're making a big push this year to get to 1,000 subs.
And Fish and Jacko and apparently me are going to be doing something at the Cactamania. Should we hit 1,000 before then?
Apparently,
I'm not. I've been volunteered into something I've never agreed to. But Jacko and Fish apparently are going to be dressing up like the rest of us.
Jack is definitely not dressing up.
And yeah, if you're watching on YouTube or even now, feel free to check out our affiliate link, which you may have seen during the stream through the Be Right Back screens, or if you know where it is, I think the website is still cymrucactuar.com.
It is, yeah, and you can
And
use
you can
that
find
link
it there.
to you can get support us by buying stuff from Firestorm
It
Games.
doesn't have to be Final Fantasy. It can be anything. A lot of our friends are wargamers, so they
Yeah.
buy a lot of Warhammer and things like that. And anything you buy from here does support the channel.
And if you needed any more convincing, if you check out a Be Right Back screen, you can see the ad, the
Yeah.
intense rock music. If that does not make you want to buy and purchase from Firestorm, I don't know.
I get it
what
so much
will.
on my own YouTube now. It's always an ad. I get.
Really,
Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
the AI knows. The
Yeah,
AI
it does.
knows.
It's like you go there, ad.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, I think we should do it all again next week.
Yeah, it might be. I think it will be us two, won't it?
Well, I don't know. Will it?
I don't think Fish is down next week. So if you're here, I think it'll be us two again.
We're back, baby. Jack
Everyone-
Pack is back. All right. Well, thanks everyone that's tuned in. We're going to wrap up there. We will catch you guys on the next one.
Yep. Have a good evening, everybody. Goodbye.
See ya.